Yo, 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 yo. We live. Are we live? What's up?
What up?
Shout out to the chat. What's good? Shout out to the chat, man. What's good? Welcome. AGS Live, episode 41. Should be a good one today, man. Should be a good one.
Everyone is a good one. What you mean by that?
Should be a good one. Let's relax. Let's not, like, you know what I mean? You know, let the people decide what is good and what is not. You did?
All right. I feel you on that. I ain't even tripping.
The people decide that. You dig? So it should be a good one, man. Definitely should be a good one next Sunday. I can't wait for that one. That shit gonna be crazy next Sunday, dog.
One way or another. It's gonna be
One way or another. It's gonna be crazy, man. What's good? Welcome. What I got this
that wrong. It's what's up, people? What's happening? It's me, Hard 8. What you doing, man?
Classic shit. Hey, welcome everybody, man. Listen, man, I appreciate all the viewers, man. Hey, listen, the viewers is going around saying we the best. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I appreciate that, dog. It's a lot of competition around here, So I appreciate the people that say we the best. You know what I mean? Hey.
They really mean you the best. I'm just here for the ride. You know how it go.
Yeah, I true that. I just ain't want to say nothing, man. I'm trying to, you know what I mean? You know,
I inflated self-image, man. I know what's going on.
Listen, man, if you can make when you can make motherfuckers tune in that don't even like you, you know you got it, man. You know you got it. You know what I mean?
What you gonna say next?
I made a rare appearance in other places this week. I was on PSP Podcast.
Yeah, I was checking that out.
Yeah. We had a lot of fun over there, man. Make sure y'all go check out the latest episode of Press Start Podcast. You know, I was over there doing my thug thizzle, just doing what I do. Y'all know when I come through, I ain't gonna be no silent guest. You know what I'm saying? That ain't me. You know, I'm gonna light it up. It just is what it is. I'm gonna light it up.
That other guest, I'm like, I don't even know why he here because he ain't barely getting a chance to say nothing.
Yeah, he was pretty quiet, man. Shout out to Notorious Nicholas, man. He was pretty quiet. But hey, that's how it be, man. You know what I mean? It's different when you're really in the mix. You know what I'm saying? You may have a lot to say when you're in the comments, but when you're in the mix, it's kind of heavy, man. It can get heavy. Especially when you know you got the no bullshit motherfuckers around, man. You got to watch it. You know what I mean? Because anybody can get this work.
Man, y'all will turn on each other quick. I know that.
Hey, man, I only seek the truth, man. I can't. However it come, whoever it come from, man. It really don't matter, man. But you know, check out Press Start Podcast. I had fun, man. You know, I actually had fun. It was pretty good, man.
Yeah, it was I enjoyed watching it. I know that.
Yeah, I had a great time, man. I
usually don't agree with that Alex dude, but he was like about 20% of the stuff he said was actually right this time.
Yeah, except arguing with us over the same exact shit that we were trying to explain, but it's all good. I know Black Bond was like, damn, this shit was barely unwatchable. I'm like, damn, it done got that bad for you? I mean, he said I saved the day, but I'm just saying in general, it done got that bad. I don't think it's unwatchable. I actually like the direction that it's in now. It's not too tamed like it used to be. It used to be kind of tamed. Soon as it seemed like it's about to get heated, Kofi used to intervene and fuck up the entertainment.
About that too. That was
but now it seems like he just letting shit ride, and that's how it should be. You know what I mean? You don't let it get too out of control. But listen, everybody not going to agree. They're going to have people that's going to debate, disagree, and all that shit. It's all good, man. You know what I mean?
Let
that entertainment fly for a little bit. Once it start going in circles, and then you might want to intervene and move on. But let people get the shit off their chest, man. We all grown, you know what I mean? It's we all here to have fun. The people watching are here to have fun. So
facts.
Yeah.
If you want to hear different opinions, well, I think
absolutely. And I damn sure want shit to get heated from time to time. You know?
I don't know about all that.
Man, it can get a little heated. It can get a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Fuck your opinion, nigga. It can get a little heated. Shit. God damn, just a little bit. That's all. Not nothing too crazy. I mean, they got to get crazy. It can get a little bit, though. That's what we here for, man. It's the crumb side, man. We ain't here for none of that tame shit. We here for the rowdiness.
All right, well, if you put it like that, all right.
It's the crumb side, dog. That's what we here for. You doing it any other way, you ain't doing it right. You ain't doing it right. But anyway, welcome, man. We had a couple, let me see. I did see a couple super chats, man. Shout out to President PlayStation. He said, I hope Microsoft stomps Sony into the smoothest gravel at E3 this year. Them motherfuckers getting too comfy. Don't know about y'all, but I'm rooting for Microsoft this year. Okay. I feel you, player.
I'm rooting for me.
Yeah. Shout out to Nightfall. He said, I think Sony's arrogance will come back to bite them. Remember the early PS3 days? Definitely do. Shout out to your boy Roy. He said, great job on PSP 8. Appreciate you. Glad y'all enjoyed. Shout out to same old 23. What's up, player? He said, what up? Just beat Returnal Friday night, and that game is cheating me for my trophies. Hey, man, I feel you. It cheated me out a couple trophies, too, man. I feel you. Is anyone else having this problem? I had to beat the third and fourth bosses again to get them. I beat the third boss. They did not give me my trophies. They did not give me. I didn't get no Act 1 trophies or none of that shit. Huh. Yeah, they burnt me too, dog. I know you're feeling, man. Fuck that game, broken ass game, man. Shit's retarded. Yeah, it cheated me too, dog. It cheated me too. So, you know what I mean? I don't know. Some bullshit. That's why I had to take screenshots and all that. Like, look, I really made it to Biome 5, but they're not giving me my shit. Shout out to Bloody Rage. He said, Code, how's Kratos doing? Oh, he playing Biomutant. This nigga, man.
I got the plat for Biomutant, man.
Yeah, I bet you did get the plat for that easy ass game.
Brag
about a plat when it takes some real skill. Talk about the plat for Biomutant and shit.
Real skill.
Yeah, it didn't. But you had to collect 100 sunflowers. Get out of here. Shit ain't take no fucking skill. Get the plat in Dead Space 2 or something like that. Then I'll be impressed.
Nigga, nobody care if you impressed. Nigga.
Yeah, you better be. You better be running around as a motherfucking hamster and shit with a sword. Fuck out of here. Talking about I got the platinum. I don't give a fuck about that platinum. Yo, he asked you how Kratos doing. He didn't ask you about no platinum.
Nigga, you the one that brought up Biomutant.
Hey, man. Yeah, he ducking Kratos. You know what I mean? He started a God of War 2, put that down, but finished Biomutant. This nigga weird, dog. This nigga weird. It's crazy. Jesus.
I'm what's known as eclectic, man.
I don't know what that means. Help me out. I went to public school.
Shit, I did too. It just means you got a bunch of different tastes, like you come from all over, not just one set thing.
Yeah, I do too, but at least I finished the good taste and then I move on to the next.
Man.
Shout out to Sub Negro 24. He said Optimus old and the supreme leader of the OLED fan club. All right.
Shout out to Optimus. That OLED, yeah, facts.
4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. What up, 8C177 impressions? It's not much different from the CX. I guess I don't know. It did feel like it was kind of brighter at times, but I don't really know. That could have been in the eye. I do have the Evo panel. That's supposed to be dedicated. It's supposed to be dedicated to the exclusive to the G1 model, and I can hack the TV to make it a G1. But I did try it.
What would that do?
It gives you the the characteristics of a G1, so it gets brighter and all of that shit.
Oh, okay.
Because people thought like that the G1 and the C1 had two different production lines. You know what I mean? Like they were two different TVs. They are actually not two different TVs. So only thing that LG did was use software to GIMP the C1 to make the G1 shine. You know what I mean? And to offer a higher price.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go into the service menu, you can change the C1 to a G1. You know what I mean? Because it's the only separation between the two is software.
Right, it's just software.
Not hardware. Not hardware. They got the same panel. I got the same panel as the G1, all that shit, built in the same place and all that. So it's the only separation is software. So when you go into the service menu, you got to have a remote with an IR blaster, or in my case, I use my Note 3 because that got an IR blaster. Go into the service menu, change it from C1 to G1, and I did it. And it definitely got brighter, you know what I'm saying? But I changed it back. And there is people in the forums that it's official. When you change it to G1, it gets brighter just like a G1. People in the forums, they got equipment and all that. They done measured the brightness between the two. There is a difference by like 100 nits.
Why did you
come out? Well, I put it back because, you know, it's still a lot of speculation. People don't know if it's going to damage the TV and shit like that. I really don't think it will because it's the same panel. And the G1 does not have a heat sink or anything like that, like the Sony A90J. So I don't really think it's going to really damage the TV. But it's already other people that's from the forums that is running with it. So we're going to see. I'm going to let them, you know what I mean, see how far they get or whatever like that. And then I'll go from there. But I got of course I got the warranty and all that shit, so it really doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And now LG may be able to tell if you was tampering with that shit, but I'm quite sure Best Buy, they won't. If something was to happen and I took it back to Best Buy,
right?
I don't think they would know all that shit. So yeah, I might give it a couple weeks and see how it turns out, but I'm probably gonna do the hack too. I mean, I wanted to get the official G1, but you got a better chance at getting pregnant than finding that motherfucker. Like that shit is like, it's like graphics cards right now. It's like PlayStation 5s right now. It's the same situation. The 77 G1, yeah, that shit is hard to find. They got the 65. They had the 65 at Best Buy. I could have got the 65, but I didn't want the 65.
Right. Yep.
But that 77, you got a better chance at finding the PS5 right now than that 77. 3080 Ti. Than that 77. That shit's ridiculous. But I didn't really get it. Some people got at me like, damn, Hard8, you told me not to get the C1. What, you ain't want me to shine? Hold up, player. Hold on. I ain't never been that guy. Hold up. Hold up. Man, I had to tell people, I said the upgrade to me is not in the picture quality, but in the size.
Right. That's what you told me. You was like, if you already got a CX, there is no benefit for you
to get a C1.
Right, unless you just want a bigger size. Like size is your upgrade. That's
right. Size is the upgrade. If I was going from a 65 CX to a 65 C1, no, I wouldn't do that. That's a waste. But going from a 65 to a 77, that's a different story. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it was. People like, hey, what you wanted to stop me from shining? Hold on, I'm the 4K ambassador. You know what I mean? Even if you do shine brighter than me, it's only gonna be for a second, nigga. And that's if I'm chilling. Relax. You know what I mean? Hold up, man. Relax. But nah, that was, I guess, I mean, I explained what I meant, so I hope it's understandable. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it makes sense, right? Like I said, I wouldn't have got a 65 C1. No. Now the G1, yeah. But a C1, nah. Shout out to Lil F Boy. He said, can't wait for the Ratchet and Clank. Side note, Ratchet a cutie pie, low key. This motherfucker. Y'all gotta stop getting horny over animals. Yeah, what is Ratchet? A little fucking bird. Not a bird. What are you, a cat or some shit?
I forgot the name of that.
A lambbax or whatever. Is that a real animal?
No, I've never heard of it.
Some shit like that. Yeah. But no, the C1 is a good TV. If you have a CX, I wouldn't recommend it unless you're going for a bigger size. If you got a 55-inch CX or a 65-inch CX or even a 77-inch CX and you want to get the C1 in that same size, no, I would not recommend that at all. Now, I could have just got the CX 77, but I wasn't going, I wasn't going to do that.
If a new one is out already.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like I might as well just get the newer one than rather just get the, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because at least I could justify it. And I'm not even going to lie. I am a little bothered. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm checking Best Buy every day for that 77 G1. You know what I mean? Don't get it fucked up. I'm not like really, I am kind of like, man, this is really, I ain't really feeling it that much. You know what I'm saying? That it's a C1 and I feel like I ain't get much different except like a menu change and all that. You know what I'm saying? So don't worry. I'm still checking that. I will be checking for that G1 and for the next, what I got, like 14 days or some shit, 15 days, for the return window.
Right. So
I will be checking every motherfucking day to see if a G177 pop up. You know what I mean? And if it do, this joint going back immediately. So don't get it fucked up. That's still like, I like the 77 inch. It's taking some adjusting, especially gaming with that motherfucker. It's taking some fucking adjusting, but I really want the G1. But then it's like, well, just hack it to the G1. Yeah, I feel you on that, but I don't know, man. Shout out to mband.hd. Said, what up, AGS? Hope last week don't become a pattern. Oh, last week? Hold on. What happened last week?
What happened last week?
Yeah, what happened last week? Shout out to Jetlight 504. Ratchet and Clank reviews dropped Tuesday. Metacritic predictions. I predict 89.
That sounds about right.
I predict 89. 88, 89, somewhere in that range. What you think? What you got for it?
That sounds about right to me. Right up in there.
Shout out to Goku versus Naruto. Yo, Cole, can you get Zaire or Dr. Trey as a guest?
Yep. I don't know who Dr. Trey is, but yeah, y'all give me his stuff. I will reach out. Thanks.
All right. Shout out to Pedo Vive. I think that's how you say that. Pedo Vive or something like that. I'm sorry if I messed your name up. He said, hello, 8. What up, player? Welcome. Shout out to 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. He says, so if you want the C1 83, you still get the brightness. Well, the 83 just came out. People in the forums didn't have an 83 yet, so they don't know if that'll be able to hack it to the G1 because there is no 83 G1, so they're not sure. But you'll find out soon enough. Don't even worry. Them niggas in the forums, they be on it. Yeah. They figure this shit out. You know what I'm saying? So you'll find out soon enough. What else we got here? Shout out to Tony Esquire. What up? He said, my guy 8, along with Jack Move and J Main, straight body Alex last Thursday. As I've come to respect, you brought the heat to press start. Appreciate you, player. You already know. Shout out to S Blank Sun 95. He said, a whole lot of capping on the crumb side. How a grown man capping for a console he ain't even own and got forced to get one. Oh, yeah. Yeah, they bullied MLD, man. He can't. Hey, listen, MLD, I know you're probably not listening. But if you happen to be listening, General MLD, this is not 2009, sir. You're going to get that work. This nigga been capping for the Series X since it dropped. And all this time, he did not have one.
Who is that dude, man?
All right, so
coming in my tweets, I'm like, dude, who are you? Like, why are you always showing up?
So he you probably wasn't around for his first run as a corporate slave. You know what I mean? He was one of the back in like 2008 and 9 when all this corporate, well, I wouldn't say it was new, but when I guess it was new in video form, right? Because niggas been on forums and shit like that. Mm-hmm. I guess it was new. So he was like one of the original Xbox corporate slaves back in 2009. And at the time, for that time period, he was pretty well known. You know what I'm saying? And his thing was, you never seen him play no games. Like, let's get that clear. Never seen a motherfucker play a game ever. His thing was, he used to always just talk about numbers. You know what I mean? Numbers, because the numbers were on the Xbox side at the time. They had more AAA games and AA games, all that type of shit. Mm-hmm. So he used to do the whole number thing. That's all he used to do. Get on his video, talk about numbers, Metacritic scores, shit like that. And then once Sony turned it around, he disappeared.
One of them, okay.
Yeah, he disappeared. Once he seen the heat coming around the corner, like Robert De Niro, the nigga he was gone. He was gone, just disappeared, went into thin air, just disappeared, was gone. And he was gone ever since until he decided to come back when, like, sometime late last year or early this year, he decided to come back. And the landscape has changed. Nobody know a lot of people don't know who he is. And he getting that work. So he tried to come back. He captain for the Series X. He never even had one. So Porter Rock pretty much bullied him and going out. So after everybody found out he didn't have one, he got roasted crazy, went out the very next day and bought one. So, and the fact that he could just easily go out and get a Series X, that just should let you know where that's at right now. unless he made a decision and he ain't saying nothing. You know what I mean?
He said he was waiting for a special Halo edition.
Right.
He done been bullied. And I'm like, how is you bullied to get a console that you want? Like, what does that even mean?
Right. No, they bullied his ass. They definitely bullied him. Shout out to Twisted Eva. He said nothing. Shout outs to you for the super chat. Appreciate you. Nah, they bullied him. He was supposed to be waiting for, because he's assuming that there's going to be a special Halo Series X edition. And there's always been a Halo themed Xbox. So it ain't far-fetched, but he was supposedly waiting for that. They done bullied this nigga and they're going out and getting a plain black one. that ain't the one he wanted. God damn. They done bullied this nigga into getting a plain black one and shit. So, you know, I mean, but to me, his credibility already shot. Like, well, I mean, we don't give a fuck about what you talking about anyway. I told him, he blocked me too, by the way. I was getting on. I was roasting the fuck out of him. But I told him, this ain't 2009, dog. You know what I mean? This ain't 2009. You better come with some new energy. This ain't the past, nigga. You're done around here. You ain't nobody around here nowadays.
You said that?
Yeah, I told him that. This ain't 2009. He blocked me after that. Shout out to V Keeps It Low Key. He just said Mayweather versus Logan Paul. Who y'all got?
Yeah,
stop playing with me, man. But yeah, man. You know what's funny though, Cole? That it really showed you how much of a fraud these niggas is around here, dog. Like, these niggas be fraud. They don't even got the console and they capping.
I see the type of stuff you mean now. Yeah.
Like, this shit is outrageous. These niggas ain't playing no games. These niggas ain't even got the system.
Then why talk about it? Like, what is he gaining? I don't understand.
Man, he ain't gaining shit. I mean, he's a corporate slave. You know what I mean? That's it. He got to stay in the mix.
Like, he feel Xbox in his soul or something? What you mean?
What you say? Oh.
like what? Like, there has to be some benefit, right?
You said he feel like it's in his soul?
Something like, I don't understand why you capping for something that you don't even own, that you're not interested in.
Corporate slaves do, man.
No,
obviously.
Like, if you look at Kid Smooth wants gaming experiences on Xbox. So he's saying that stuff because he has one, he want one, he's playing on his Xbox, he having fun, whatever. And he want other people to stop ridiculing him for liking Xbox. But if you don't have no Xbox and you ain't doing none of that stuff, for that person, what's the point in hyping up a console that you don't own, got no part in? Like, why?
Right. I feel you. But that's the sickness of a corporate slave. You know what I mean? A lot of shit they do just don't make no sense. Corporate slaving in itself don't make no sense. You see what I'm saying? So, it is. He got exposed badly, though. That shit was funny as hell. Shout out to MV Dub. He said, it seems that General MLD only response to dudes roasting him on Twitter is come up with a better narrative or something along those lines. He actually tried to accuse Porter Rock of clout chasing. That was funny as hell. That's another thing I told him. I said, yeah, maybe in 2009, my guy. I said, right now, you don't even got 800 subs. You don't even got 1,000 followers. Your last video got like 700 views. Like this ain't 2009, dog.
Oh,
like,
he got a YouTube channel.
Yeah, he got a.
Okay,
he came back. Yeah, he came back. Got a new
okay.
channel and all that. Yeah,
Yeah,
he trying to make his comeback. It ain't been working out for him, man. Them days is over, man. It's too late.
All right, I see where this is going now.
Shout out to Big Maserati. He said this is a Code appreciation super chat. I respect Code for never backing down on his goofy thoughts and showing up every week.
What I'm supposed to do, nigga? Shit.
Appreciate you. Make sure when we get these topics going that y'all hit me or Code up for the invite link. All right. Shout out to Jay Harvey. He said, what up, Code and 8? I told you all these frauds be in y'all generation. LOL. How'd you like that Banks album? That joint was pure fire to me. Yeah. Yeah. Nah. We can't get too crazy on that generation shit. You know what I'm saying? I like the Banks album. The only thing I don't really like, I think is lacking is the production. I don't like some of them beats, man. A lot of them beats I don't like. You know what I'm saying? But he's spitting that shit though, as usual. They dig as usual.
You talking about Lloyd Banks?
Yeah. He got a new album out.
No, he's still making music.
Nah, it's fire, but the production, man, is lacking for me. It's definitely lacking. Oh yeah, man. I'm selling my 10900K and a motherboard.
What you getting at 1100?
I thought about it, but nah, I can't do it. I can't do it. That is
AMD?
Yeah, I'm going to AMD, man. I'm just I got it. I don't want to really do that either, but it's not a bad idea. You know what I'm saying? It's not a bad idea. So I'm going AMD. I'm selling my 10900K and my motherboard. If anybody's interested, maybe you're on a budget or something like that, and you want a high end, because I'm almost selling this shit for crackhead prices, man. I'm gonna be real with you. My motherboard is like $500, but I'm not even selling it nowhere near fucking $500, like nowhere near that. So it's a Asus Maximus Hero 12. Asus Maximus. It's a motherboard. It got everything, dog. Like it has everything. It's not missing any fucking feature whatsoever. And a 10900K, and of course y'all already know I got all
NVMe?
Huh?
It supports the NVMe.
It supports everything. Got 3 NVMe slots. It's missing nothing, not a damn thing. Every feature you can think of, it has. I got the box. Most of that shit still in plastic because I didn't use most of the shit in the box. Of course, I got the box for the CPU. Y'all already know how I do. Or anybody that bought something from me, y'all already know when that shit show up, it look like it's brand new, nigga. Because this is just how I keep everything. But I don't know. I'm thinking like just like $450, maybe $500 for everything.
The pair?
For the
For the pair?
Yeah, for the motherboard and the CPU, I'm thinking just like $500. And like I said, the motherboard by itself is $500. So, and then the 10900K, I don't know what they're going for right now. They going for, being though that the short supply and all that, they still going for $400 or $500 too. So, $450, $500. I don't know. Hit my DM on Twitter if you interested. So it's just the CPU and the motherboard. It's a Asus Maximus Hero 12 and the 10900K. So perfect shape. Y'all already know shit is not even a year old. So
I think you upgraded your new case. What you do with your old case?
Oh, I just threw that in the closet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I needed some more airflow and all that. I definitely like the upgrade. It's definitely a lot better for me. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's a $300 PC case too. But I ain't even think about selling it. I don't know. I might. Who knows? But anyway, hit me up on Twitter DMs if you're interested in this motherboard and 10900K. I say about 500. I think that's fair, right? I don't think that's crazy. Yeah, I think that's pretty fair. You know what I mean? You could break it down to like $250 for the motherboard, $250 for the CPU, right? So, and that's well above used prices and MSRP, as y'all know. So, yeah, I think it's a good deal, man. So, if you're interested, hit me up on Twitter in the DM, and I'll ship it off tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, I'll ship it off on my way out. You dig? So let me know. All right. Hit that like button, people. Y'all already know I got the best deals. I can say that. I can say that. I got the best deals. So if you're interested, hit me up. All right. So now, what we got to talk about? Let's just start right with, first of all, God of War Ragnarok. Let's just get into it. God of War, because it's a little bit more. You know what I mean? God of War Ragnarok, or whatever they're going to call it, has been delayed. Now, this is not surprising, right? I mean, we called it the minute they showed it and they showed the release date, we were all like, get out of here. How that's going to happen? It's must going to be like on some Miles Morales type of shit, like not a full-fledged sequel, but like a stopgap or some shit like that. You know what I mean? Like a little spin-off, little fill-in. So we all believed it was not going to be 2021 unless it was one of them games. But if it was a full-fledged sequel, we didn't really believe that 2021 was going to be the year for God of War. You know what I'm saying? We all seen that coming. Were you surprised by this delay, Cole?
Not really. I was disappointed by it, but I definitely wasn't surprised. I was hoping that they made it this year, though.
Yeah, I mean, always for, good games is good games, so you hope they make it. But, yeah, we kind of knew that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, man, I think it was a legit chance that they could have made it this year. So, obviously, they made the decision to push it back, so maybe that wasn't true.
Yeah, what I was about to say. Yeah, but I mean, like I said, if it was a full-fledged sequel, then I knew it wasn't coming this year. It was just no way, dog. I mean, we probably know they're going to use a lot of the same assets because a lot of the places that you couldn't visit on God of War 2018 is probably now going to be open. But I don't really see Santa Monica really cutting too many corners. I think we're going to have new everything. Animations, executions, maybe some new weapons, shit like that, combos and all that. So I don't know if they're going to take I don't really see them taking the easy route. You know what I mean?
Like a little quick cash grab. That ain't really them.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm talking to somebody. Yeah, I don't really see them as being a little quick cash grab. So yeah. I didn't have no idea that it was coming out in 2021. Hey yo, hit me up in the DMs also if you want to join the call. Hit me up in the DMs if you want to join the stream. Got it? Because we're not on Discord anymore because OBS too many problems.
All right, hasn't just hit me up for the link, so let me send to this nigga.
Oh, all right, the infiltrator. All right, make sure we don't talk about personal shit. You can steal and take back.
This nigga's not gonna live that down. Yeah, I just sent him the link, so he might be scared to come in here now, though. And she done said that.
Yeah. Hey, hold it down real quick. Hold it down real quick. I gotta take care of something.
All right, bet. Matt McGrath, see you in the chat, player. Says he's not really surprised that they delayed God of War Ragnarok. Why not? Why aren't you surprised? So basically what you're saying, when you say you're not surprised, to me, what I'm hearing is that you didn't believe them in the first place. Like Sony made the announcement that it's 2021 and you right off top knew that they was lying or felt that they was lying. So if that's the case, why do they even make these announcements? Why do they even put these dates and stuff up? Like, if the gaming public is not going to believe what you say, then they just put God of War with no date or none of that stuff. So when do you believe a release date versus when do you don't believe a release date? Matt McGrath, $5 super chat. It's not always a bad idea to delay a game so that way it doesn't end up like Cyberpunk, LOL. Facts. No, well, that is true too. That is also true. I think we all pretty much still, that's fresh in all of our minds what they did. I still don't think they done recovered from all of that. And then apparently they got hacked and information stolen, all that stuff. But whatever it is. I don't think they're gonna live that one down for a while. So who is this Killer Cam for show? Killer Cam for show says trying to generate more sales and hype for their new console. Okay. Matt McGrath says true code, never believe the hype. Viral Sigma, yeah. Sony and Trust no longer go together. Okay. Why? Because of the one statement that Jim Ryan said. All right, so let me ask you this. So if it's a company and they make 25 statements, and of those 25 statements, one of them comes out to be false, would you say they a liar because of that one misleading statement, or would you look at the entire body of work? Like, how are you deciding that Sony and Trust no longer go together? Okay. Who is this? Ami 321. In your opinion, Code, will Horizon Forbidden West be held back by PS4? Absolutely. It's impossible for it not to be, 100%. Now, when I say that, let me be very clear. When I say that it will be held back by the PS4, I mean in the design department, right? Adding features and capabilities that was not possible on the PS4. So in that regard, there's just certain things that they would not be able to do that they would have been able to do if the game was only on the PS5. Absolutely. Undeniable. That's always true. It doesn't matter what the hardware is. Doesn't matter who makes it, whoever it is. When you have lesser hardware and greater hardware, the lesser hardware always is going to hold back the design every single time. Now, the only way that won't happen, and this is rare, it could happen, right? Like, so this is rare, but it is a possibility. The only time that doesn't happen is if the designers never wanted to use all of those capabilities in the first place. So if you had a designer and the design of their game just automatically, naturally fit the capabilities of the lesser hardware, so in that case, then, okay, fine, it wouldn't be held back because they wasn't trying to push the envelope with their game design. That can happen, sure, but that usually doesn't happen. More often than not, you have to hold developers back, not they hold themselves back. Man, Nike with the $4.99 super chat. I agree with the delay, but don't agree with the death threat. Some of these fanboys are doing the most. That's true. So we probably should say that one for 8, because I'm sure he probably got something to say about that too. But that shit is ridiculous. I don't understand people like that. I don't. It makes no sense. What up?
What's good, Code?
What up, Heather? So what's your role here, double agent? What you trying to do?
Man, you know what I'm saying? I got my notes here and shit. I'm taking down, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to see what y'all getting into. I can report back to the big boss. You know what I'm saying?
There's a nigga here, man. You gonna have to choose, man. Like right now, man, you gonna have to make your choice. Is it us or them, nigga? Listen, when you can have both, it's fine. When you can watch us, and then when you go over there, that's fine. But in the event that you can't, and we on at the same time, and you got to choose one, nigga, who you choosing?
Hey, Cole, listen, right? I'm gonna let you in a little secret and shit. I'm actually a triple agent. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm infiltrating y'all as part of like my little cover joint.
Oh, all right.
I'm really infiltrating them.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Get the inside scoop, see what they doing.
All right. So then you can bring that back to us.
AKA the homewrecker. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
The infiltrator, the outsider.
Okay.
The dictator.
I feel you. And then you're gonna bring that back to us. That's what you're saying.
Indeed. See, I'm trying to give y'all, you know what I'm saying, that inside information. You ain't gonna find that shit nowhere else. You gotta come to me exclusively.
Bro, I'm telling you, they probably ain't gonna care about all that shit though. I know I don't care about it. So
hey, you ain't gotta care for it to be there, nigga. You won't care one day. Better to have something that you don't need than to need something that you don't have. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen?
Man, I definitely give you an amen on that one. Better to have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. Facts.
Real shit. But what's going on with you and this cat I've been seeing all the time with him, man? What's going on with me and what? So PlayStation vacation at work as of recently, man. What's going on with you on this timeline? Talk about if you ain't a developer, you ain't got no opinion.
No. Shit, they should catch the smoke for some of these lies that's coming to fruition. So y'all not answering my question. I asked the question: if an organization, a company, Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, no matter who it is, Neo Geo, Stadia, don't care who, if they make 25 statements, and of those 25 statements, 2 of them is a lie, how many lies do they have to tell before y'all say this company can't be trusted? Do y'all look at the entire body of work, or do the lies count heavier than the truth? What y'all talking about in the chat? And what you talking about, Hezin? What you saying?
To me, I mean, look, if you got 25 statements and only 2 of them is a lie, I mean, you a pretty credible ass fucking corporation. Like, you ain't gonna be 100%. You lost that full status, but then again, it does depend on what the fucking lies were. I mean, if you tell me that, all right, this new console gonna be 4K, 120 frames, gonna have SSD up the ass and all that shit, you get it, and that's just 1080p, 30 FPS, we're gonna have some problems. And I'm gonna need my money back.
All right, so it depends on what type of lie it is.
Indeed. The quality of the lie is definitely important.
Quality of the lie. All right. So these niggas in the chat saying one lie is all it takes.
One lie.
One lie. That's what they saying. What up, man? Who is this? Nah, how you pronounce that?
Nah, yeah, you got it.
All right, what's up, Nah?
Yeah, I just put in the super chat about the whole threat thing.
Okay, yeah, that's you, Nah Nike. How do you pronounce that? Is that right, Nah Nike?
It's not an Ike, but yeah, I should probably change that name.
Nah in Ike.
Yeah,
okay,
it's me and my buddy's YouTube
I
channel.
see.
So.
All right, well, we're gonna wait for 8 to get back to talk about your super chat, because I think he might want to weigh in on that one, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But while we waiting, what you think about the question about you got a company, they make 25 claims, 2 of them is false, but the rest is true. How many times do they have to lie before you say they done lost your trust?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with what everybody else is saying. One time, bro.
One time,
like,
shit.
Like, it's just, I mean, I don't really give a fuck. At the end of the day, just give me my damn games. That's all I care about. just give me my games, bro. Like, I had no problem. Like, what they did with the whole Gran Turismo thing about saying it's a PS5 exclusive and that shit is supposedly supposed to come out on the PS4. That's bullshit. Y'all should have just said it's cross-gen. Like, come on.
You're right. Like, why even lie about that?
Yeah. Like, I felt the reason why there's a lot of these delays and the reason why they haven't come up a release date for Horizon and God of War getting delayed and all that shit is because of the PS4. I feel like the PS4 is what's making the date change. They're probably having problems, kind of like tuning with the PS4.
I think you might be onto something when it comes to GT, because you've seen that Digital Foundry article saying that GT7 was all PS5, and the delay was so that they could go back and start building a PS4 version. So
yeah, I don't understand why they just want do like, okay, next gen people pay $70, you get the better and enhanced version of the game, while current gen, PS4.
All right, I'm back.
Pay $60. They could at least done that.
That probably is what they're gonna do. What up, 8? You got Nah in here. He sent a super chat that
right.
We probably want your input on. So scroll up and see. Then he joined in after he sent the super chat.
All right, real quick, CPU and motherboard is sold. So
what?
Just want to I got people hitting me up. You slow, you blow. It's sold. It's sold. Shout out to Andre Garcia. He says, shit, you sell GPUs at that price. Thank you. I do. Shout out to Matt McGrath. He said it's not always a bad idea to delay a game so that way it doesn't end up like Cyberpunk. LOL. Yeah, facts on that. Shout out to Nike. He said, I agree with the delay, but don't agree with the death threat. Some of these fanboys are doing the most. And then we got 5 from Hezin. What's good?
What's good?
This nigga hasn't talking about he a triple agent 8. Talking about
listen, man. You know what I'm saying? You almost blew my fucking cover last week on that bullshit I was talking, but I'm not
Yeah, we know.
He said he really just trying to get in good with them so he can come back and tell us all this shit.
I'm supplying y'all with them tips and tricks, you know what I'm saying?
So I seen the lady getting, like, she put up the message. Who is she and what the hell does she do?
Nah. The death threats.
Lana Pierce.
Yeah, Lana Pierce. She works at Santa Monica now. She used to work at IGN, and now she works over there. So I guess like ever since she got hired, a lot of people was like, "Oh, you're the reason why God of War got delayed and all that shit."
Yeah.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
They were saying that, "Oh, I hope you get raped and somebody films it."
Yeah, I seen the message and all that. The dude or whoever sent it, I mean, girl, could have been a girl, who knows? Yeah, he was going crazy. I'm like, damn, what the like? Why is she being blamed particularly? That's what I'm saying. Like, what's her role?
I mean,
why did they point her out?
This is what these fanboys do. They avoid all logic. I mean,
why not attack Corey? And I did see Corey Barlog say the delay is on him. Yeah, the delay is on him. It's not on anybody else, and shit like that. So, yeah, why wouldn't Corey Barlog be the one that get attacked if you mad about the delay? I mean, who didn't see this delay coming? That's the thing. Y'all really, people out there really thought that this shit was coming out in 2021.
Oh, no, listen, I'm like, it's next gen, new generation.
Like, you should have been nervous if it was coming out in 2021. You should be a little nervous. Like, hold on, what kind of game is going to be? How big is this game going to be? And shit like that. Like, I don't even want. Do you even want it to come out in 2021? Because if you do, then you must not want like a big game, and you don't want much changes from the first one.
Shit, I thought they was gonna make it.
Nah.
It's on the P4, so it's not gonna be that big of a change as what you think it is gonna be anyway.
Look, Cole, here's my rule. All right, if they add a photo mode to a game, it's gonna be good. That's my rule. Straight up.
Okay.
I don't know.
A lot of these games have photo mode.
No,
turn out to be good.
Days Gone got photo mode too. That
I didn't play that. You got that.
Why y'all niggas hating on Days Gone, man? I like Days.
Listen, man, we're not gonna act like Days Gone was some underrated masterpiece that deserved all the fucking praise in the world. It was a mediocre game that got mediocre sales, and it's not gonna get another fucking sequel. So
what didn't you like about it, Devin, nigga?
Listen, man, don't ask me the question, all right? Because I don't remember the game. All right, I played this shit for like 2 hours. Drop it. Over the shoulder. No game with zombies. I'm good, man.
Played it for 2 hours and dropped it.
Indeed, that's all it takes, man.
No, it's not. You know, it's all right. It's just a big ass fetch quest, man. That's the thing, man. It's just do this for me, do that for me. It's just a big ass fetch quest, man. It ain't too bad.
Yeah, the premise didn't help it either. I mean, how many fucking zombie and infected games we got to go through before we had enough? If it was like a different type of, like, that's what I'm saying, like a new IP would really be better for them.
So as far as did we already know that God of War was going to be cross-gen? Was we already under that impression?
No, we didn't know.
I was.
How, Cole? How?
Because if the game came out in 2018 and if they targeted the 2021 release, there is no way in 3 years they can start from scratch building a new next-gen game. Like, it had to be a sequel. And if it's a sequel, it had to start from where the other one left off. And that just cross-gen. It had to be. How could it not?
What's up, everybody?
What's up? You see, the thing is,
shout out to everybody.
What up,
about that, Cole? I remember they said, usually, like, I think Corey Barlog said, like, as soon as they're done with the first game, they were working on the second one. So I thought maybe they'll have like a PS5 dev kit around that time and just start working on that. That's what I thought.
Even if that's true, it took them, what, 5 or 6 years to make God of War?
Yeah, but we know they're going to be reusing a lot of the same assets.
Yeah, most definitely.
I do like that one comment you made about how they might have like the $70 PS5 version, and that will really be like a PS5 game, and then they'll have like a $60 version. If they are going to do cross-gen, then have like 2 completely different versions. Like, there's a substantial difference.
It's not going to be a substantial difference, though. I mean, it's probably going to be it's going to be a resolution and frame rate boost. Maybe a little bit, maybe some better textures here and there, but it's not going to be a substantial difference.
Yeah.
It ain't going to be a substantial difference, though.
Define substantial.
Like back in the day, nigga, when devs ain't give a fuck how y'all felt. If your console couldn't hold it, then if your console wasn't able to produce what they wanted to do, then you got a different version. During the Super Nintendo Genesis, you got games that got the same title that was completely different.
Yeah, man. I had a Wii back then. I tried playing like fucking, I think it was like a Spider-Man game. That shit looked terrible on the Wii.
That too. It was a fucking side stroller 2D while it was 3D on a 360 PS3 and shit like that. Yeah.
That shit was terrible.
How's my mic sounding, by the way? People were saying I was too loud.
No, you're good now. You're good.
All right. Yeah,
it ain't like back in the day, like where they didn't care. Like if a console was too weak, then that weak console got what they could do. You know what I mean? They didn't fucking it wasn't no parity and all of that shit. You know what I mean? You got what your console can handle. And that's not going to be the case.
I don't think they're doing it to go easy on people's emotions. I think like we've talked about on here before, these games nowadays are taking a long time and a lot of money to make, and they're not really selling like that much more now than they used to in order to make up for that. And so they want to tap into as many dollars as possible.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't agree.
What do you think it is? Like all of a sudden,
I gotta eat this shrimp roll real quick. Hold it down, Cole.
But all of a sudden, they just all of a sudden started caring if like the player base got offended. Like what they always get offended when Sony does anything. They went on a huge backlash when they announced The Last of Us remake, and Sony doesn't care.
Weird, man. They're really weird now. Like everybody just bitch and complain about everything that you do. It's sad, bro.
Facts, just like that nigga Hezen, man. Just whatever you do.
People are really crying about the PS3 store, and half of those people crying probably don't even have a PS3 anymore.
Oh yeah, y'all was ridiculous for that one.
That shit is crazy. Like if you want to play PS3, just get PlayStation Now, bro. I understand it's streaming, but come on, bro. If you really cared about your PS3, you would have still have your PS3. I don't care about my PS3, and I still have it. That's crazy.
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Yeah, still got mine.
What was they saying? Oh, the CMOS battery going down.
We do know that they do take the feelings of the customers into consideration nowadays. They do. That's why it's all this parity.
13 E3 shit. They better.
Yeah, but they're gonna actually go to the extent of making a completely different like level of a game. I mean, making Horizon or God of War or Ragnarok only on PS5, it would have virtually been like a totally different game. So they're going to go to that length just so that PS4 owners who probably weren't even expecting to have to be catered to for this long, just so they won't be upset. I mean, there's going to be a lot of PS5 sold by next year when God of War comes out. Even the people who were hoping to have games sort of made for them, they're probably even going to be moving on. So like, who is this last gen stuff really going to be for? Years down the line, everyone's going to have a PS5. People still go back and play these older games. They might have a PS5 Pro update. They might have sales, and then it might go to PC. So who is this going to benefit to hold it back just for this short period of time?
Who's it going to benefit? Sony.
Well, I definitely do agree with the two versions. You know, the way games are built now, and I don't think they have the devs. They're not willing to spend the money or have the people to be able to make two completely different games. Yeah. Right. So I can agree with that. But I don't know, man. I'm ready.
Was y'all really expecting to get the PS5 built from the ground up games in the first 2 years? I mean, they didn't told you.
Yeah, that's what motherfucker. We believe in generations. That's exactly what I believed in.
He told you not.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm surprised. Yo, listen, he said.
Yo, they were already marketing that shit. All them games, Gran Turismo, they was marketing as PS5.
Yeah.
What happened is, I think, well, it could be. I mean, I don't know. If you want to give them a way out, it could just be they didn't meet the No, what was their predictions of these PS5s being sold? Are they surpassing them?
Yeah, they don't.
All right, so so there's no excuse not to do what they, not to stick with what they said. Yeah, it's no excuse. Now, if they was underperforming, if the PS5 was underperforming and they had to go back to the drawing board, then that would make sense. But if they are reaching expectations and surpassing them, that means that they should have been prepared for this.
Facts.
I mean, the PS.
Hold on, real quick. Y'all need to get rid of this idea that they can start from scratch and have a new AAA game done in 3 years. Y'all can get rid of that and move on.
I mean,
what he said in that same interview, what he said, we believe in generation. He did say we will continue to support the PS4 generation for at least the next
for 4 years.
While also making PS5 exclusive games. If you got with fucking Returnal,
but they already, but they also build these Gran Turismo. They said it was a PS5 only game.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, they did.
They probably developed it for PS5 and then like downgrade it for the PS4.
I think it's the other way around.
No. That Digital Foundry article came out and said that it was all PS5, and the reason for the delay was because they are putting on the brakes and they're going back and building a PS4 version.
I think that sounds about right. That sounds about right.
Yeah, that's what the
man. We're about to get a bunch of.
That's what it is.
We're about to get a bunch of glorified PS4 games, dog. That's what the fuck we about to get.
So, hey, let me ask you something, because I heard you on the Press Start show, and like I'm really curious. I'm gonna leave GTA 7 out. I'm just gonna go with these three around. So right now, because you was like Demon Souls don't count, Returnal don't count, Ratchet and Clank kind of do, but not really. So my question to you is, if they switch them around, if Demon Souls was cross-gen, Ratchet and Clank was cross-gen, and Returnal was cross-gen, but Horizon was all PS5, God of War was all PS5, and GT7 was all PS5, would you then feel the same way? Because I don't think people, and you in particular, I don't think you have a problem with the cross-gen games. I think it's which games are cross-gen that's annoying you. So if they exactly reversed it, would you still feel the same way?
No, I think the big games should be PS5 only. The big
that is it. So it's all right. So it
should all be
that they doing cross-gen.
I mean, they could all. I mean, all would be fine, but we know all ain't going to happen. So, the big games could be
the blockbuster titles is what's annoying you, because those games should be focusing on being system sellers for the new console.
Yeah, you got Return. Why the fuck is Returnal PS5 only, but God of War isn't, or Horizon isn't? Like, that just doesn't make no fucking sense. Well, I know we know why Returnal is PS5 only. Yeah, because otherwise nobody would have wanted that shit. You know what I'm saying? Man, nobody would have wanted Returnal if that shit was PS4 too. What made people jump out the window for that is because it was a PS5 only game, and that got people excited because niggas is thirsty to get PS5 only, and that got niggas excited.
That ain't what made me buy it at all.
Yeah, I got it because it reminded me of Control. So.
Well, y'all got to remember why they even doing crushing in the first place for these.
Oh shit, man! I got about 8 people asking for the. No, go ahead. My bad.
They did it. They did it because
Horizon and the last God of War. So what? 10 to 15 plus million. They want all them niggas from PS4.
Yeah, that's true.
Ratchet and Clank and Demon Souls. Them is already niche little games that ain't really taxing. They can afford to have them PS5. The fucking Horizon and God of War. They want as much sales as possible.
Like, why would Sony be afraid though of like backlash from the PS4 community when what people like who still have the last generation of consoles are really like expecting to be catered to? Everyone who is stuck on last generation, anytime there's a new generation, their biggest problem and concern is getting the new consoles, not I wish these companies would just make a last gen game. No, they're trying to get the new consoles. So that's not even a thing.
You see, Jeremy, you're right, because I know a lot of people got like Miles Morales on a PS4 and would not touch it until they get a PS5. I think in the UK, Miles Morales is like #1 in the UK for PS5.
Hey, somebody got some background noise going on. I don't know, it sound like a goddamn gerbil or something. Like, fix that, please.
That's probably
it might be Brad.
Biomutant.
Who is it? No, you can see now who's making this sound. Who is doing it? Somebody making a sound, man. Mute your mic when you ain't talking if that's you with background noise and all that, please. Shout out to Jake.
That's not.
Who the fuck? That's you, Jeremy.
No, it's not, dude.
It's not. He working on it.
I have a background compression app.
Nigga, don't nobody care about all that.
No, it sound. All right. Shout out to Jack Rand. He said, "Hasn't sound like Shaq with brain damage. What the fuck, dude?"
Wow.
Damn.
Man, send another super chat. I'll do that, nigga. Heaven.
Damn, Jake. Hey, Jake. It's like that. Shout out to Sub Negro 24. He said, "What is the worldwide release of Spider-Man Miles Morales? PS4 and PS5?"
Yep.
Yes. Shout out to One Bat and Two Sausages. He said, "Eight's key are always for me. Screw all the rest of you."
Wow.
Shout out to Undeniable Real. What up? He said, "Why the same corny dudes call in every week thinking they podcast members? Y'all ain't low. AGS needs some new voices. LOL." Listen, man.
Call in there.
Yeah, I mean, listen, anybody is free to come in here, man. You know, if they going to come in, they can come in. You know what I'm saying? It's just, we just here, man. Anybody's free.
To the people. Whoever
anybody feel like they need something to say, then join. You know what I'm saying? That's all. It's open. The shit is open to everybody. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, jump in, man. I appreciate the people that do jump in because, you know, ain't nobody got to jump in at all. So, we appreciate it. Shout out to Slizzo 420. It's the ratio that matters. It should be more PS5 first party exclusives over cross-gen. Okay, I feel you on that. But go ahead. What was you saying? I'm cold.
Well, that was it. I was done with that part. It's just they gonna have to. There's no way you getting a game next gen from scratch in 3 years.
We got lied to though. Like, is everybody on the same page?
Yes, we was. At the very least, I would say we was misled, but I probably would go.
No, we was lied. Misled. We got lied.
I knew this was going to be cross-gen from the jump. He told you this shit in the same interview. We are going to support P4 while also giving you some games that are P5 only. He told you on that shit. I knew
it. And
when did he say that?
The PS5 in the article that everybody be referencing. And when he said the PS5 stuff, he was very specific about 3D audio, dual sense.
Yeah, he said we've always felt that we had a responsibility to serve the PS4 community for several years after the launch of the PS5. He just straight up told us, y'all gonna be getting some of these cross-gen games, fella.
But still, even with that, they still did advertise GT7 as PS5 only. They was right away that Horizon was cross-gen. I think a lot of people expected God of War to be cross-gen. There's just no way you getting a brand new full next-gen game in 3 years.
See, I remember.
Well, I didn't know. No, not true at all. Because, like I said before, damn, did I kick somebody out?
Looked like somebody just left. Yeah, I don't know if you did it, but somebody.
Oh shit! Left. Did somebody leave or I kicked them out? If I kicked you out, it was an accident.
It looked like Nah just left
and rejoined. Oh, nah, that was not. Yeah, I didn't kick you out. If I did, just rejoin. My apologies. So
what would you say?
No, we knew it wasn't. We knew that shit wasn't coming. We knew that shit wasn't coming. No 2021, dog. Most people knew it was not coming 2021. If it was going to be a full-fledged sequel. You know
yeah, I mean that wasn't really surprising. I remember though, at like E3 in like 2010 or something, that Sony said that they said that the PS3 was going to be a 10-year console. I remember that like one of the PlayStation bosses at the time referred to it as like that. He said it was going to be a 10-year console. And like they've had a history of extending out their PlayStations for like years. Like the PS2 was still very popular when the 360 came out.
Well, yeah, it was still popular when the PS3 came out.
Yeah, I was still on that shit when PS3 was out. I was still playing PS2 for a long time.
Hey, how old was you? A grown man?
No, I was born in '96, so I was a little kid, man.
Oh, okay, you was a kid. Okay,
I was a little kid.
I knew someone who bought a PS2 instead of a 360 or a PS3, like when the 360 just came out.
Yeah, they were still making PS2 games well into like 2012. That was like the last they was making PS2 games for a minute, man. For a long
but that was
time.
just like the sports games and bullshit like that.
Yeah, bullshit like that. It wasn't no big AAAs. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I remember being a little upset that that God of War 2 was PS2. I was like, what the fuck? What sense did that make? You know what I mean? The PS3 was out. Why is this shit PS2? You know what I mean? It's still a great game, of course. Code, you know what I'm talking about? No, you don't know what I'm talking about. You want to buy your mutant. You want to play fucking Biomutant and shit. Fucking,
You a hater, man.
fucking run around saving the tree of life and all that. Fuck out of here.
Nigga, how you know what it's about? You must have known.
I seen the fucking videos, nigga. I seen the reviews and all that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I seen all. I checked it out.
Bamboo with no problem, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But nah, I was kind of salty that God of War 2 was on PS2, man. But it was still good. But I was like, damn, I couldn't wait to that PS3 version. You know what I mean?
They made it up at God of War 3.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
What's up, Brad? What's going on, player?
What's happening? How do I sound?
You sound cool. You sound cool. Is anybody here that wanted damage control? Do y'all feel like y'all were not lied to by lying?
Well, I have opinions on this. For one thing, so we're talking about the whole cross-gen thing, or no, we're just on God of War right now. Yeah. So in terms of the God of War game, I want to wait until we see gameplay. We haven't seen a single second of gameplay yet, so I'm not convinced that. You know, I think we might be blown away when God of War Ragnarok, when we see that gameplay, and it may look like a next-gen game. So everybody has opinions on this, but we haven't seen the gameplay yet. I'm kind of holding back and not going crazy yet. If the gameplay comes out and we see it, and then we're, I'm like, yeah, this has that.
It doesn't. Go ahead. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's still held back.
Right, exactly. You don't have to. It could look as great as possible, but we will already know that there were things that they could have done that they were not able to do because of the PS4, no matter how great it looked.
But isn't it possible that the game could have been a PS5 built with the PS5 from the PS5, and then they downscaled it and made a PS4 version of it? Because everybody kind of is saying that it's a PS4 game that's going to have a PS5 upgrade. But one thing that I haven't heard anybody say yet is that, so for the PS4 generation, none of the PS4 exclusives were on PS3. But was that because the PS3 we know was such a different architecture? And
no.
Developers always say that, they hated making games for the PS3. Is that the reason why?
No.
Killzone Shadowfall or games like that, Infamous Second Son didn't have a crappy PS3 version.
No, that's not why. Because there were a plethora of third-party games that were cross-gen, like Battlefield 4 was cross-gen, Call of Duty was cross-gen, all the sports games were cross-gen, so that's not the reason.
Well, no, not necessarily. 2K14 was built from the ground up for next gen.
It was still cross-gen, though.
No, it wasn't.
No, it was still on PS3.
You had a 2K14 for PS3, but that was the PS3 version. It was not cross-gen. It was built from the ground up for the PS4.
Right.
When we say cross-gen, we mean it's available.
Yeah, cross-gen.
No, when I mean cross-gen is like it's the same shit.
It's nowhere near in the same league as far as.
I mean, that's like saying Battlefield 3 or any Battlefield game, like when it was on console back in that time, it was only like 24 players versus the PC being 64 players. So that's like saying it's not like cross-platform because the PC is so much different. Like I don't agree with that.
I mean, it's like GTA 5,
games, man. They two different games.
No,
like the PS3 version.
No, cross-gen means that there is a version of the game available on two generations of
but 2K14, that version was not available on PS3.
No, it doesn't. No,
he said different version.
It doesn't have to be that version. Cross-gen means that there is a version of the game available on two generations.
I disagree.
You can disagree all you want. Look it up, nigga. That's what it means.
No, don't. Cross-generation. They are two. Listen, 2K14 had two different generations of version of the game. You had a next gen completely built from the ground up, and then you had the last gen. Those are not cross-gen. They are two different generations.
Nope. No,
hold on. So how is it cross-gen if it's two different generations? Yeah, they got the same name. They got the same name. No. But they are two different generations.
Look here. So if you're gonna make a game for two different generations of hardware, you have two choices. You can either make a separate version for each, but it's still cross-gen, or you can make one version with just an enhancement of the other one. Both of those would be cross-gen.
No.
That's facts though.
No.
Battlefield.
2K. Hold up. No, we talking about 2K right now. 2K had a 2K14 that was in last gen, that was built for last gen, and you had the new gen. They are two different separate generations. So how are they cross-gen when they are two separate generations?
The same game is available.
No, they got the same name. No, they had the same name. They were not the same game.
I think you splitting hairs on this one, man.
No, I'm not.
No. You're wrong.
Dog,
I mean, the difference is pretty staggering.
They got the same name.
It don't matter if the difference is staggering. It's still the same title, the same property is available on two different generations, man. It don't you expect different. You expect the next gen version to have all these enhancements and all that.
No, it wasn't enhancements. It wasn't enhancements. It was a different version.
So what? Hey, just because it was a different version,
I think you might be overrating how much. Like, it was definitely
no, nigga. Go and look. No.
I agree. Hold up.
No. Look at the PS3 version of 2K14 and look at the PS4, nigga.
It was amazing.
That ain't no overrating, nigga. That shit was
incredible.
It was night and day. It was night and day.
But it's still like, it's not like one was like a, PS, 4 game, and the other was like a PS1 game. Like it
was a PS3 game and a PS4 game.
Yeah,
it's a big difference. What are you talking about?
It's not as big as you making it seem.
Yes, it is. It's night and day, nigga. It's salt and sugar. It's oil and water. What are you talking about?
Either way, man, it's cross-gen.
It's not cross-gen, dog. It's not cross-gen.
It is.
So then how? Hold on. How is it cross-gen in two separate generations?
All right, so I'm reading to you the definition for cross-gen. If a game is dubbed cross-gen, that means that it has a version running on both the current console and the upcoming console.
That's not that game.
Mm-hmm. That's it. So it has a version. It doesn't have to be this same version. It just has to have a version that runs on the new and a version that runs on the old.
No. It says a version that runs on both. So one that runs on both.
You said a version that runs on both.
Yes.
That's not it. That's not 2K.
It has two versions, one for each, not one for both.
No. Again, a game can, when they make a title, they can decide we can design and build two versions of the same title.
Hold on, you just said a version running on both.
Yes, they have a version.
A version running on
like
both.
No, you're trying to word it so that it says.
No, that's what you said.
No, because you're taking the word A and trying. What you were trying to reword it to say it has one version that runs on both.
That. You said it has a version running on both.
It's a version of the same game.
A version
of the same game, bro.
Okay, read it again, Cole.
A game is dubbed if a game is dubbed cross-gen, that means that it has a version running on both the current and the upcoming console that is replacing it. So that means it has a version on the one and a version on the other, not one version that covers both.
What does a version? It said a version running on both. A version. That's single.
Like if it's such like how you want it to be, it's two different games, then why wouldn't they just title it like another game? Like
it was
one
NBA
game.
2K4. It was
what it means by a version.
2K14 next gen, and you had 2K14.
No, did it say next gen on the box, Hardy? Come on, man.
The next gen, it says next gen by having a PS4.
It had two different covers. It had two different covers. Everything was different.
It had the same title though. It's the same.
Listen,
it's the same.
Yeah, that's across
a version. Listen, when you have a game like like the 360 version is a version. The PS3 is a version. That's a version on multiple platforms. But when you have the
look,
the PS3,
no, stop. We're not finna entertain this week. If it's a fucking multi-plat, if Watch Dogs is running on PS4 and it's running on Xbox, and you wouldn't say that is a multi-platform game because it has a version for each. You would say, it has two versions, one for each.
Like no, it's
ridiculous.
No.
What?
If is Watch Dogs, is there a version of Watch Dogs for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox? Is there
Watch Dogs has one version and it runs on all of the platforms.
It has one version. It has one version that was ported to each platform.
But each one of those is a fucking separate version and a separate build. There is not just one game that you can run on each.
It's only this
built and compiled for each one. So the way y'all using it, that would be
no. You changing it up. No, Watch Dogs.
Right,
you had one. You got one build of Watch Dogs, and
that
then it was ported. It was ported to each console.
A build of Watch Dogs that's on PC cannot run on PS4.
You don't have a leading. Hold on, time out. You don't have a leading platform no more. What happened to that?
Hard8, there will be 3 builds. The way you guys are talking, there will be 3 builds: the PlayStation build, the Xbox build, and the PC build.
Watch Dogs have one build and it's ported.
But if it's the same build, then how is it different resolutions or frame rate? Come on,
is the build.
No,
it's a different build.
Listen, it's ported. It's one build, dog. What are you talking about?
It's not one build.
They did not have 3 different teams developing for each platform.
What do you think the result of a port is? A port, it results in a new build of the game.
Dog, you got a central build. You got a central build, and then it's ported to the other platforms. They did not have 3. Hold on, they did not have 3 different dev teams working on each platform, building it from the ground up.
You don't need a different dev team for different builds.
They had one central build from the ground up.
They do often have different dev teams for the different platforms.
But they got one central build from the ground up.
Either way,
that is
the one build is like a version.
You want to look at it, the way you guys are using the language, you can't say there is a version of Watch Dogs for these 3 platforms. You have to say that there are 3 Watch Dogs, one for each platform, because you're saying that a cross-gen games is one version for each. It is true.
That's what you said, Hard8.
No, we got 2 different. Listen, when we talk about 2K, we got 2 different.
We're not talking about 2K.
Built.
We're talking about the phrase "a version for each platform" versus a version for each generation.
Look, when people say the 360 version versus the PS3 version, that just means that it's playable on one or the other. They don't mean it's fundamentally a different build or a totally different version of the game. They just mean it's playable on a certain one.
You have to use these sentences exactly the same. It can't mean one thing in one case and it has a different meaning in the next case. The sentence,
I mean, it does, depending on how you use it.
It doesn't depend on how you use it. It's just English. If a version means one or a version means multiple, take your pick. But we're all going to play by the same rules. You're not going to take the rules and twist it when it's something that's in your favor and then try to undo it when it's not in your favor.
There's 2 types of versions. So you have one type is there's
what this man
versions. You said versions.
Oh, man. I
one
just don't
type
understand
of version.
How y'all calling something cross-gen if it's on back to 2K, it's 2 different games.
No, it's not.
It
has one title, bro.
What about title? Okay.
So what?
Good example
project. Title. It's 2 different games.
It's all.
Horizon. Listen, Forbidden West, and fucking God of War are going to play exactly the same and look the same on PS4 and PS5. It's going to be slight enhancements that's going to change the games. That's it. 2K14 looks totally different from 2K14 on PS3. They are built differently.
Battlefield 4 looks totally different, but it's
Battlefield 4 was not built from the ground up for PS4.
It doesn't matter though. It's still cross-gen.
No, 2K was built from the ground up for PS4, and then they had a version built from the ground up for PS3. So how does that make them? How does that make them cross-gen?
Because the same way you just said it, there is a PS4 build and a PS3 build, but they are still the same title.
They're not the same title. They got the same name. They got the same name.
It's the same title. When they look at the sales, they're gonna
No, they don't. The sales are
together.
separate. The sales are separate.
When they say how much did this one game sell,
when you go to the sale website,
all of them.
they are separate.
When they aggregate it, though, it's gonna say the total sales for this game was this much.
I mean, you can break it down in a variety of ways.
Separate versions, or they can enhance the one version. They have choices of how they want to do it, but however they do it, that game is still cross-gen.
But how about this then? How about like Splinter Cell Double Agent, which had two completely different, built from the ground up, different versions on like the Xbox versus the 360. Those are two different versions of a generation. Now you might have the PS3 and the Xbox version. In that case, it's a platform version between one console and the other. Then you also have different generation versions. And in this case, it's the different versions are referred to the generation differences.
It doesn't matter. If a game runs on multiple generations of hardware, it is a cross-gen game. And they have choices of how they implement that.
From what I recall,
if it's like a remaster?
14 had the same My Career, by the way, too, on PS3 and 4. So that's
what about like a remaster that's like years and years apart?
What you mean they had the same? What you mean the same?
They had the same My Career. Like it had PS4 definitely had like different modes, like the My Part.
It had it was a whole different
but
game.
it still had some commonality.
It ran on a different engine. It even ran on a different engine.
Either way, for all the differences that it's the same name, and they both had the same My Career
It's
mode.
the same title.
It's not.
So then Shadow.
So Demon Souls is cross-gen, then, right? That's cross-gen.
Yeah, like Shadow of the Colossus remastered.
Demon Souls considered cross-gen?
Well, that's kind of a remake, like 10 years.
It's a cross. Demon Souls is cross-gen. How not?
All right, how about Mass Effect? How about Mass Effect Remastered Trilogy? Is that now cross-gen?
No, not at all.
No, it's Demon Souls cross-gen. Is that
this
cross-gen?
Is kind of ridiculous, man.
It's a remake, though.
I'm just trying to figure out. Is Demon Souls cross-gen?
Of course not.
Remake.
It's not
if it's
Demon Souls remake.
Why isn't Demon Souls cross-gen?
I'm saying,
man, if it comes out,
it's one game on multiple platforms.
Why
multiple generations, right?
Explain to me why Demon Souls is not cross-gen.
Because you sound like
I guess it would be. I guess. I mean,
it's not. That's not no.
I mean, I don't know. I know 2K is.
It got the same name.
I know 2K14 is though.
It got the same name.
So what about name? So what about the last? What about the Last of Us when they come out with the remaster or the remake?
No, hold on. We got to get back to Demon Souls because I want to know why Demon Souls is not considered cross-gen. It got the same name.
Okay, put it like this. You can have like a movie that comes out, and then 20 years later they'll do a remake of the same movie, but it's kind of like a completely different thing. So
just like 2K, why is not Demon Souls
that wasn't 20
so
years?
I'm going to read the quote
again.
Time. I'm going to read the quote, and this is like just so simple. If you just look at the definition, and then I can put the link in the chat. If a game is dubbed cross-gen, that means that it has a version running on both the current console and the upcoming console that's replacing it. Hence, cross-generation.
All right, can I ask you
this version? One version.
The PS5 is not a replacement for the PS3, and therefore, Demon Souls is not a cross-gen game. And here is the link.
And the new version of 2K.
Hold on, the same differences between Demon Soul is the same differences between 2K.
Yeah, the 2K14
if Demon
is not
Souls
a replacement.
Had came out for the PS4, just like it is now with all the differences, it would be a cross-gen game.
I don't know. I guess there's a gray area where
no gray area.
A remake
is when the game is on the current system and the system that is replacing it.
Right. 2K is cross-gen, Hard8. Come on, just stop, man. Just stop.
I mean, the PS4 replaced the PS3, so Demon Souls isn't that a
No,
the game
I don't.
replacing it?
No. Y'all niggas is getting retarded now. Hold on, niggas is getting retarded.
Come on, bro.
Like, what else? Oh, y'all niggas is getting retarded. Fucking 2K on the 2070 or 2090 is different because one version looks better. No, that's not the same. That's not the same at all.
People in the comments.
2K on a 2K14 is two completely different builds. Two completely different builds.
Platform is a different build, Heartache.
No, it's it's a different engine and everything. Different everything. Everything is fucking different.
That doesn't matter.
No, not everything, because the name
everything
is the same.
Is different.
And
okay,
the moniker was the same.
Put it like this, Heartache. So right now, The Witcher 3 was on consoles, and then they ported it and put it on the Switch. They had to lose some fidelity and all of that stuff. It was never intended to run on a Switch. Completely different engine, completely different everything, built by a completely different company that is still a cross-gen game. I'm sorry, that is still a multi-platform game.
If Sony came out and said God of War is being built from the ground up for PS5, and then they're going to have a version being built from the ground up for PS4.
That's still cross.
That would be still considered cross-gen.
Absolutely.
It's a good example of cross-gen.
Different engine.
So then,
different engine and everything.
Down for the weaker one.
One at a time, y'all. One at a time.
A different engine and everything. It's still considered cross-gen.
Yes, because there's a version of that same game on the last generation. Regardless of how it's built and this could be inferior and whatnot, it's still that same IP.
Right. Regardless of how the version arrived, it is a version of the game.
Cross-gen is always considered to be a negative, right?
No,
That's a bad. It's a bad thing. Cross-gen ain't never good.
If
they come out,
listen, typically developers always go for the weaker generation and then scale it up for the higher generation, which means that they got to hold it back from the higher generation. If they did what you said and built it from the ground,
no, sometimes they do build two versions. That's what I'm saying. It depends. 99% of the time, they're gonna take the cheap way out. The game is gonna be held back just with some enhancements.
They never
they do go ahead and build two different versions.
Right. If they did what you said,
I mean, that's what Microsoft is doing with Halo Infinite, is building multiple versions. We don't know yet, like we'll find out, but part of their thing is they're building a dedicated version for PC versus the consoles.
Yeah, but that's that PC and console. That's still next gen. So Microsoft.
I don't think two different generations of a game is cross gen. We're not this Horizon Forbidden West is what's considered cross gen because it's a PS4 game, and that same game is going to be running on PS5 with some enhancements. But if it was built from the ground up for each console, I wouldn't say that was cross gen. I would say you got a last gen version, and you got a next gen version. They're two completely different games.
But it would still be a cross-gen title.
I feel like cross-gen is some shit that was built for fucking PS4 and it runs on PS5. I feel like that's cross-gen.
That's one of the types, but there's also
I feel like cross-gen was built on PS4, runs on PS5.
But that is a backward compatible game that you're talking about now. Then, so the way you put it, Hard8, every game is cross-gen that came out for PS4.
The only reason why you're not going to get these games built from the ground up for P5 and then scale back for P4 is there's going to be too much time consuming to take too much money.
Why do you say P4? Like, is that hard to say the S?
Motherfucker, I say what I want.
What about my example of Splinter Cell Double Agent, Ghost Recon Advanced Warfighter? They had two completely different games for the Xbox, PS2 versus
what was
the
360.
The name?
If there is one title, no matter how many different versions of the game they build for that title, it is a cross-gen title.
Facts. Can we move on, man? Can we move on?
It doesn't matter what they call it.
It don't matter what you call it. Nigga, what you talking about?
It's not what I call it. It's what it is. Just look at it.
I just see cross-gen is built for PS4, plays on PS5. That's cross-gen. Full release. Not even like backwards compatible, but like a full release. Like it has a PS5 release. You know what I mean? I feel like that is what you consider cross-gen. It was built on PS4 and they got a PS5 version of that game and it runs on PS5. I feel like that is a cross-gen game. But if a game is hold on.
So So Days Gone released on PS4. It runs on PS5, but then they did an update to do like some little tiny graphic improvements and update it to 60 frames for the PS5. Now you think that is a cross-gen game?
No.
What is it?
That is what you consider backwards compatible. They did not come out with a PS5 Days Gone release. You cannot go to the store. No, you cannot go to the store and get a copy of Days Gone with the PlayStation 5 logo on it.
So that's what you mean by a PS5 release?
Yes, that's what I mean by a PS5
release. I can go
to
the PlayStation store and download the PS5 upgrade.
No, I mean, the upgrade came with a and that's just download. That's just a firmware update.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is, if you go to Days Gone, you know how the PS5 case look.
So
right?
You mean that there is a case in a physical store where you can buy it, you can choose to buy it for this generation or for that generation.
Yeah, right. That's what I feel like is cross-gen. If
okay,
you go and be like, give me the PS5 version of Days Gone.
So now if they do that, and so you got your two cases, but in the one they decided to build it from the ground up for the PS5, and the other one they built it from the ground up for the PS4, but they in those same cases, you saying now they not cross-gen because they put in the effort.
That wouldn't happen though. That wouldn't happen.
Yeah,
wouldn't you walk in and say, give me the...
That wouldn't happen though. You can't go there. You can't go to any store.
14. That's what we're talking about.
No, but what I'm saying is you cannot go to a store and say, let me get the PS5 version of Days Gone.
Sure, but with 2K14 you can say, let me get the
next gen version. I want the next gen version of 2K14.
Right, but
it's cross-gen, man.
It's a cross-gen game.
The
other version is way more advanced.
I just told you what my definition of cross-gen
I don't think it matters. See, I don't think it matters if it says PS5 on the box. Like that could just mean there's a lot of little differences in like frame rate upgrades, and then they just slap the PS5. Oh, now it's the PS5 version.
But what I'm saying is, I know all of that, Jeremy. What I'm saying is that's what I would consider to be like a cross-gen title, a game that was built on PS4 and then had a PS5 release. That's what I see as like considered to be cross-gen. Whereas two games, right, built for two different generations, I don't see that as cross-gen.
All right, well, we probably gonna have to agree to disagree, because your mind is clearly closed on this.
It's like,
nah.
I mean, you could have it to where like it is like the PS5 version, but it's like totally different. Like Mass Effect is like the PS4 version of Mass Effect 1, the Mass Effect remastered. So it's you just have to look at like the game, and I think it's pretty obvious when it's a completely new, different build and a new generation versus when it's not. I don't think you even should have to look at like the box or what the company calls it.
Well, we on this show, everybody on this show is used to having their own little private version of English that they use. So it's obvious that's
hey, it is what it is.
So then the question is, is Microsoft going to beat Sony to making the first next-gen only game in Halo Infinite?
Halo Infinite ain't next-gen only.
Next-gen only.
First of all, Phil Spencer already let you know they're not leaving nobody behind. This is why Sony came out with the remark of "We believe in generations." That's why they came out with that lie.
So Halo Infinite is going to be on the Xbox One.
Yeah,
where you been at, Jeremy?
Xbox. It's going to be on every Xbox One. Xbox One from 2013 on to what they got now. It's going to be playable on all of it.
I didn't know that was still a thing because they delayed it and had the new cutscenes or
for the
new
next
screenshots.
Next 2 years, every game from Microsoft themselves is on every console from the 1S up to the Series X.
They're actually
unless they change it. They said they ain't leaving nothing, but they ain't leaving nobody behind unless they change it.
They wouldn't change that shit.
Even if they drop the S, they still might be able to make it work on the X or something. So it'd probably still be on there. So
we can't hear you. Like we heard you saying something, but you was mumbling. But we don't really care since you
sound like you in a wet basement.
After he said he sounded like Shaq with brain damage, it's like he tried to change you up. Get close to the mic, nigga. Get close to the fucking mic.
Is better, nigga?
It sounds like you in a basement with one chair. That's it. Like ain't no other furniture. Just
sound like you talking in a cup and a string, nigga. Get close to the motherfucking mic.
That nigga got a can and a string.
Sound like this nigga all the way across the fucking basement and shit. Like that shit is fucking. Get to the mic.
All right, nigga,
man, you don't sound like Shaq with brain damage, nigga. Get on the mic. Man, ever since he said you sound like Shaq with brain damage, you put the mic further away from you. That ain't gonna change it. Nigga, that didn't change nothing. That's all I'm saying. Get close to the mic.
He hurt that nigga feelings. He's
like, oh, maybe if I move the mic farther away from me, that'll work. No, nigga, you still sound like Shaq, nigga.
Nigga under his desk.
Earthquake.
Oh my god!
Damn, dog.
Doing school drills.
Damn, dog. That's crazy. That's
Jay, what
crazy.
happens when you arrest a nigga like his and you can't understand what he's saying? What y'all do?
Hey, look, no comment on that.
Probably slap that nigga, huh, Jay?
We don't put hands on nobody, man. We just treat everybody with respect. I still can't hear this nigga. I don't know what he's doing.
No, we still can't hear you, dog.
What did he say?
Yo, he said something about your 3 braids. Yo, we still can't hear you.
Nah, he was talking about Jay.
Oh, you talking about Jay Harvey?
Yeah, Jay Homeland Security talking about they don't put their hands on people. I heard they come snatch you up, put a bag over the head.
We be over here waterboarding niggas and shit. This ain't this ain't Sicario. The fuck we just
damn. All right, let me get to these super chats real quick, please.
Hey, I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
All right. Damn, I had a lot of them, man. My bad, people. Let me get to y'all real quick, man. Where we at? All right. Shout out to Dutch has a plan. He said, need the PC modders to work their magic on Nadine. Oh, you already know they're going to take care of that when that come out. You already know. Shout out to Dutch BLD. They're going to actually make the women look like women. Don't even worry about that. They got you. Shout out to Dutch BLD. He said, why do y'all expect them to ditch last gen so fast when this has been the pattern for every gen of recent time? This is nothing new.
Nah, yes it is.
No, drop y'all niggas, man. Drop last gen.
This is new. They didn't do this last gen.
They not. I mean, you had a few, but it wasn't far out. You ain't get cross gen games like that in 2015.
All the heavy hitters was PS4 only. Killzone, Drive Club, Infamous,
Order 1881,
PS4
Infamous.
only.
Right, true that. Shout out to Matt McGrath. He said, facts, Cole. Sorry, 8. Can't agree with you on this. That's fine. That's all good. Slizzle 420. 2K was more than an enhancement. It was a completely built from the ground up game. Yes, I was trying to explain that to them.
It's still cross-gen, bro.
They still believe it's cross-gen. Let them believe what they want to believe.
Same roster, same career mode, same as far as like the concept of the game. I mean, it wasn't really.
Nah. We done with that.
All right.
Shout out to Cool Hags. He said, I agree with Code on this one, Hard 8. On this one, Hard 8 wrong. All right. Then we got Papapano. Dre, shout out to you, player. Hope I said that right. NBA 2K14 PS3 version was a roster update. That's a fact. I remember people complaining about that too. Shout out to Nightfall. With the first Marvel Ultimate Alliance that was on PS2 and PS3 be cross-gen by Code's logic, the PS3 version was vastly different. According to his logic, yes, it would still be considered cross-gen. Even if it's a totally different game. Shout out to 3 Mile Island. He said, yo, Hard 8, you the one telling lies. Did you actually read the game industry biz interview? I dare you read it live on air, Google it, and read it. I don't even know who the fuck you is. Come here, demand this shit. What the fuck is you talking about?
What you do to that nigga?
Who the fuck that dude is? Who the hell is 3 Mile Island and shit? Fuck out of here. Shout out to Tony Esquire. He said, listen, dummies, not Hard 8. Spider-Man on PS4 was not the same as PS5, hence the extra cost for the version which couldn't run on PS4.
No, basically the same game.
Yeah, that's the same game. Yeah, that's the same game. That's definitely the same game.
That was a bad example.
That nigga called you a dummy and then made
yourself look stupid.
Shout out to Tony Esquire, man. Shout out to Sub Negro 24. He said these games will sell more on PS5 versus PS4. Yeah, I think most people ain't really trying to buy shit for PS4. Everybody waiting to move to PS5. Some people just don't want to make a decision and they'll wait for retail. Shout out to Forget It Brian. What is Cole talking about? Games are important now? Yeah, I don't know. I definitely killed them with that ported.
No, no, you didn't. You didn't say they were ported.
I said the result of a port is still a build. Nigga, what y'all talking about?
Yeah, they got killed with that one. But moving on. And Van Dyke said if it releases on both gens, it's cross-gen, Hard8. All right.
Thanks.
Shout out to Ani Thoughts. He said 2K had different engines and animations. So people with the same name are the same person. Cross-gen is a down, upscale port with the same engine and animation.
No, it's not. It's cross-gen if it's on.
Yeah, we believe what we believe. Y'all believe what y'all believe, man. You know what I'm saying? It's next gen, dog. I'm with you, Ani. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Bago from Hell. He said Forza Horizon 2 on 360 and Xbox One is not cross-gen. All right. I'm not really familiar with how they developed those two games.
They were cross-gen, just like 2K.
Yeah, it's not. Shout out to Forget It Brian. He said Demon Souls is not a multiplayer, equal no cross-gen. All right. I guess they had multiplayer on the original, I guess. I don't know. It got multiplayer on this one too, don't it? I don't fucking know. Shout out to Darth, man. He said having an IP on two gens doesn't make it cross-gen. Being able to purchase one version of the game and play it two different gens makes it cross-gen. I like that one.
Wait,
I've ever heard.
No, ain't nothing to repeat it. You heard it. Read it yourself. You heard exactly what he said.
That was ridiculous.
That was a good point. Good point, Darth.
That was a horrible point.
Oh, that's a good point.
I can't see it because
it's cross-gen.
Yeah, that's a. What you say it again, Jeremy?
So like if you can buy it once and you can play it on two. I mean, they do have like even Spider-Man, which is definitely a cross-gen. They do have like the PS5 box and the PS4, like for Miles Morales, but
I think y'all are hurt.
Miles Morales is definitely cross-gen.
I think y'all are just hurt, man, because cross-gen has been historically bad, but it doesn't have to be bad. It's just that it's on two different systems, whether it's good or bad, whether it's a different engine or whatever. I mean, it's good examples and bad examples.
Miles Morales is definitely cross-gen. It's the same exact fucking game with a resolution and frame rate bump. Can't say the same about 2K. Shout out to Omega Mint. He says, shout out everyone on the podcast. Hit the like button. Yes, hit the like button. Then we got my guy, Brown and Proud Gaming. What's up, player? He said Black Ops 3 was cross-gen with PS3 and PS4. The PS3 version looked like dog shit. Was made by different dev, but was still cross-gen. I remember that. I kind of remember that. Kind of remember that situation.
I think it didn't even have a single player, as a matter of fact.
Shout out to Jay Dizzy 24. He said, hasn't talking from a genie bottle.
Motherfucking shit, man. Listen, I fixed my mic, man. I get it.
No, you didn't. You're still saying about 10 feet away from that motherfucker.
Man, yo,
where are you at? You like in a sewer hole or something.
How, nigga?
Nigga in a manhole.
Yo. It doesn't sound like you're right next to the mic.
Hello.
You sound like you're trying to tell us a secret or some shit.
He had to move away so he could get closer to weapon wheel for a second.
Oh shit!
What the fuck this nigga? We're trying to fix this shit.
Check your white mic settings. You might be talking to your webcam or something.
All right. Shout out to Jets Fitz. He said, I hope Sony pulls an MKX and dumps last gen ports. Oh, and that'll be nice. Shout out to Cool Hags, man. He said, Jeremy, dumb. Ratchet and Clank is next gen only.
Okay, so what if they make the last gen version like Hard8 was saying? Then what?
But
what if they release it on the PS4?
Somewhere down the line.
They won't.
Yeah.
It's not possible.
It is possible.
every game can run on any
It's
other.
possible. It's
Yeah.
possible.
If you
Any
can
game
even
can
have
run.
the conversation of they might release it on the previous generation version, it's not really built from the ground up for next gen.
It's
Like,
possible.
Like Arkham Knight came out 2 years in, right? Like God of War Ragnarok is. There's no way that you can release that on the 360.
No, Ratchet and Clank is possible on PS4.
It's going to have to be really different, though, of course.
Yes, it can. Because, I mean, look, you got fucking Doom running on a Switch. I mean, they don't really run that well. You just have to drop all the settings. I mean, any game
No, they
can run
can't just drop the settings for Ratchet, though. Like, they're going to have to change the game design because of the SSD.
But it can still run on the PS4.
That's if the SSD. That's if the SSD is doing what we are told it's doing.
No, they are. They core technical director made a tweet today saying that
it's going to be loading screen.
The whole thing. No, he said that the whole level is being loaded off of the SSD. No trick.
Right, you can see it like in the gameplay. He's traveling between planets instantaneously. That's kind of not possible on.
Didn't Cole just say the whole level is being loaded at once?
Yep.
But he's saying with that's because of the SSD, which the PS4 don't have.
But what I'm saying is that the whole level is being loaded at once. So hold on, was he jumping from planet to planet?
He's warped
from dimension to dimension, yeah, and then sometimes within the same dimension.
Which in the same level, like he would port across. Like, was he jumping from a totally different level? Like, because I know that he jumped from one area to another, and it was the same area, but it was like it had a different color or some shit like that.
Right. So both of those happen. He can warp within the level, but then he can also go from biome 1 to biome 6 in seconds.
And it's already loaded in, right?
No, it loads when he does the jump.
From different.
I mean, why can't you just?
When the game releases, people are gonna be breaking that shit down to see what's really going on. See if it's as clever as they making it sound, or is it just some trickery shit going on?
True, it could be. It could.
They're gonna break it down.
Any game that you play on an SSD, you're not gonna have to wait as long to load. Like that doesn't necessarily mean it's a whole different version.
But this whole because the design is centered around it. Like this whole just add a loading screen stuff is ridiculous. And I've used this example before. That's just like saying we playing 2K and I'm gonna shoot the ball. Okay, now let's wait for a loading screen, and then the flight of the ball happens and it goes in the basket. Loading screens and where they appear can affect the entire design of the game. Right. It's not just a matter of adding a loading screen.
Right. When I say it's not possible,
design and everything else has to be modified to accommodate what you won't be able to stream in now, because now
if you had to run it on an HDD, you would have to have like walls and like reduced sight lines so it could load.
Yeah, you're gonna have to You're gonna have to redesign the levels, right? All of that. You're gonna have to add corridors, elevators, all of that shit to mask the loading. You're gonna have to have some U-turns so that. Well,
I hate that those elevator loading screens, like all those pointless elevators in like every game.
Yeah, so it's way more than just adding the loading screen. The game has to be fundamentally redesigned.
Right.
They're going to definitely break it down once the game releases and see if it's really as clever as they make it out to be, or if it's just some trickery shit going on. We'll see.
Yeah, he was on Twitter this morning. You could tell he was being diplomatic about it, but he definitely tried to set the record straight.
Shout out to Forget It Brian. He said if the same title has an active multiplayer using the same server on 2 different gen platforms, it's cross-gen. All right.
I just put that tweet in the chat too.
That wasn't the thing happening with 2K. You couldn't 2K.
Yeah, they wasn't like
people on the PS4 version of 2K could not play against the people on the PS3.
Right.
Shout out to Torrance Ingram. He said, "What up, AGS and players? Late to the stream. All right. Welcome." And then shout out to Tony Esquire. He said, "Honestly, Hard8, you could finish this episode solo. Cole talking cross-gen and haven't even beaten PlayStation exclusive from either." Oh, no.
Damn.
Tony Esquire, you a hater, but we appreciate your service, man, so you get all the deference, man, in the world.
Shout out to XRP Dishwasher. He said, "This cross-gen topic would have been a good time for one back to jump in. derail the podcast and start a good old-fashioned roasting session. Instead, y'all scared him away with your homophobia. Shame on you all. What?
Well, is he gay?
No, Bat ain't gay. Bat ain't gay.
We don't know. Never mind.
He does want to get married.
He said he trying to get married to it.
No, he said he's trying to. he's trying to be married in the next couple of years. He
doesn't have a girlfriend.
Hey, y'all done put the motherfucking bat signal up. Here he comes.
I thought that arranged marriages in his religion.
Well, he's in America right now, so I don't know. Let's see what else we got going on here. All right, so yeah, Sony lied, and that's just that. They're some fucking liars. And yeah, I hope next Sunday, make sure y'all tune in. I'm going live for the Xbox conference or whatever they doing, Bethesda shit. And then right after that, about an hour or so after that, it'll be AGS live. So make sure y'all definitely tune in. Either way, however it goes, it's gonna be a good day.
One way or
keep them expectations in check, yo. I want to hear I'm saying I'm disappointed. Now keep them shits in check.
What you talking
about that shit? No, because this the game talking about, so I'm going with high expectations. I'm expecting the whole
I'm expecting that shit to be good.
You gotta expect it. You gotta go in with low expectations so you never disappointed.
Nah, I ain't
got. So you're never disappointed. That's why.
They launched without a next gen game. Nigga, ain't no high expectations for Xbox.
All right, now when that shit hurt, I'm just saying, nigga.
No, I mean, if it's garbage,
I was good. I used to be a huge Halo nigga back in the day, but
hold on. This is something that I noticed too. Like, and this is okay. I never hear anybody saying, okay, Sony about to do a state of play on a Naughty Dog game, so lower your expectations.
Because Naughty Dog has set the precedent that their games are of quality. Nigga, stop being disingenuous. You know damn well this thing behind Xbox for a whole generation. I can't believe you said that
so
shit.
You saying you have no confidence in Xbox?
I mean, shit, what have they shown me? The whole generation. I have a decade, nigga.
That is
I want them to do good, but you gotta show me something first.
Do you have confidence in Xbox?
No, at the current moment, no. I need to see some shit. I need to see change.
Then why are you supporting them niggas?
Who's supporting who?
You say you
steal buy shit.
The Xbox again. No, nigga, you said you steal everything but Xbox.
Oh, here he go. I don't steal shit.
Steal everything but Xbox, man.
You get those fucking achievements, you fucking non-playing ass nigga. Fucking bar mutant ass.
Damn, man. No, I'm getting excited for E3. I'm getting excited for E3. You know what I mean? I'm hoping they deliver across the board.
More than just Xbox, right?
Yeah, it's more than just Xbox. Yeah, I'm hoping they deliver across the board. I'm hoping we got some great games coming up from everybody. I want every game to be Game of the Year material if that was possible.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? The more good games to play, the better. I damn sure don't want Microsoft to fail. Fuck, then I got to sit around and wait on this watered down ass shit PlayStation giving.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I definitely don't want Microsoft to fail. I want that shit to be amazing.
Hey,
watered down.
Some surprises, 8, or you think we know everything?
Well, we might get some surprises. I mean, for me, I haven't really been running around. I haven't been running around looking at with rumors and shit like that. So
only Xbox. I'm only. Do you think they gonna have some surprises?
I hope they do.
Yeah, they got like 3,000 studios.
They got a lot to work with. There ain't no reason why they shouldn't have no surprise. They got a lot to work with.
You'll never be disappointed. Your experience as a gamer in this fucking industry will be amplified 1,000% if you go in with low expectations. You'll never be disappointed.
I don't really know how to do that, man. I get excited.
All right, well, shit.
I get excited for games.
You made the bed, now you gotta sleep in it. All right.
They don't sleep in it. If they disappoint us, they gonna get the smoke. If they make us happy, they get the praise. It's real simple.
Good.
Yeah, true.
Nah, man. I'm gonna have to. I listen. I'm excited for everything, man. That's all. This game. Shout out to Clifton the Colored Milkman. He said, Cole programmed the power pellet on Pac-Man and think he Miyamoto.
Boy, haters to the left of me, haters to the right of me.
Shout out to Code on the super chat. He said Hazard is a fraud with his battle axe.
Oh, get this nigga. This is go ahead with that shit.
That's crazy. But yeah, I'm excited for next week. Next Sunday gonna be good, and then leading up to E3 and Summerfest. I'm just hoping that they deliver, man. I'm hoping we get some release dates and they fucking deliver. What are y'all E3 predictions, man? We're gonna start with you, Cole.
All of E3. Okay, so
yeah, all of E3.
Man, Aid, I really haven't thought about it. I mainly been focused on Microsoft, trying to see what they're gonna do. So Ubisoft announced their little stuff. I'm expecting they're gonna have some Watch Dogs DLC. I really don't know much else. They said they're going into some little free-to-play stuff, so we might get something on that. But mainly for me, I'm expecting Microsoft to have a couple of surprises that we haven't seen. I don't really care about that Starfield bullshit that everybody hyped about. Like it's hard for me to be hyped about a game I don't know nothing about. But I do expect them to have some surprises with something releasing like soon, not like 2 and 3 years from now. And I hope we get an update on Crossfire X, which is one of the main games that I was wanting for Xbox. So if I get that, I'm cool. I think Sony not in it, so they really don't matter. And I think that Kojima Xbox thing might be a thing too. So I'm waiting to see what's up with that. But that's really all I got. The rest, I'm just coming in blind. Like you said, I ain't been keeping up with nothing. So everything just going to be a pure surprise for me.
Okay. Anybody else?
I don't know why Kojima would go to Xbox really, because there's for one, PlayStation is known more for
the same thing. Everybody, money. Shit, it ain't hard.
Yeah, but in Japanese culture, don't they value like for one, Sony's a Japanese company and they have a history with the Kojima games. So I think it might be and why wouldn't Sony? Was Death Stranding? That wasn't a flop, was it?
It kind of. It didn't.
It's so well, but not as much as it wanted to.
It didn't make that much profit. Much profit.
And you can. I don't know that people would expect it to for the type of game that it is, but it wasn't. I don't know that it was a flop, but it didn't sell like Uncharted or nothing like that. But I don't necessarily see why Kojima. I don't think he's. I know they've had the rumors that Kojima's gonna go to Xbox. Who knows? But.
You gotta remember, like these devs and shit, they ain't fanboys. They go to that money wherever
Microsoft
they go to that
money around. They don't care.
Them motherfuckers don't care. You got the bag, I'm coming. That's all it is.
And Sony ain't as Japanese as they claim to be.
I mean, as long as the publisher is gonna let him make what he wants, I don't know why it matters what country they're from. I mean, they're gonna have people that are gonna make it easier for him to communicate with like an American company.
You saw what happened the last time Xbox had the Japanese. Remember with the Platinum Games game? Scalebound. Yeah. You saw what happened with that.
I mean, was that Xbox's fault?
I don't know whose fault.
If they bring that game back, that would be crazy.
I mean, that game was
nice.
Good.
That was one of the few games I was actually going to get a 1 for.
That'd be nice. Yeah,
I was looking forward to that.
They need shit like that.
My prediction is hopefully surprises from Xbox. I always hold out for Ubisoft, even though I've been disappointed for year after year. There's still a part of me that holds out hope for Splinter Cell.
So what's your prediction? What's your E3 predictions?
I think we're not going to see. Like from Take Two is going to be on Monday, as well as Capcom. I think we're not going to see anything like too big from Rockstar. I think we're probably not going to see Resident Evil 4 remake, unfortunately. But hopefully there'll be plenty of surprises. I think it'll be a good, entertaining show, is my prediction.
Yeah.
I think we'll see some good games. We didn't have E3 last year, and these companies have been pretty quiet lately. And so hopefully they've got a lot they're working on to show.
I mean, I'm looking for if they drop some information on the Breath of the Wild Part 2.
Oh yes.
What you mean? Nigga said it.
It's a good game, but it ain't no
that game. I love every Zelda game, so that's just.
What you know about that Majora's Mask, Jay? What you know about that?
Yeah, it's one of my favorite ones.
What you like about Zelda the most? Like his ballerina
outfit? Come up with this shit. He always throws something gay all the time.
I'm just saying, he like his little tutu. Don't he wear tights under that collar?
He was getting his ass with them Koroks back in the day. He was getting his ass.
He looked like Hey Arnold or some shit.
He like his tutu and shit.
Dressed like Hey Arnold.
I tried Breath of the Wild. That shit was boring as fuck.
Yeah, it's a good game, but it ain't no
breaking off every fucking 2 seconds.
I like that though. I like that. I like the little challenge it put. Tiny little
Dungeons was trash. The storyline was garbage.
Hey, have you played any of the other Zelda?
I'll be right back.
Man,
I played Zelda. I played the original, of course. I played Link to the Past. That's the second one, right? Was that the second one?
No. Did you play Ocarina of Time? Any of that? Nah. Look at the name. Dog. Why you playing something called Ocarina?
Don't do that.
That is an instrument.
That is a classic. Man.
Yeah, that shit play little bubbles and shit. I know what you're talking about.
Nigga said bubbles. Hey, look, nigga, you can play with your Legos, nigga, but let me play.
Don't you play Legos and shit, nigga?
I ain't played a Lego game in years, nigga.
Indiana Jones every day Saturday.
I ain't played the Lego game again. I ain't never say them Jones was fire. You ain't never heard me say that.
I did see you on Marvel's Avengers.
Did you get the platinum or some shit?
You see me on what?
Marvel's Avengers.
Yeah. How many years ago was that?
That was
it
last
wasn't
year.
that long ago. Like
It wasn't?
2.
I'm gonna tell you right now how many years it was. Let me go on my Steam. But no, I never said them games was fire. I only played them for the. I was fiending for a Marvel's game. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't even beat that shit. I don't even think I got past the first level.
I think I saw you playing Paw Patrol or some shit. I
never seen nothing like that. Never seen nothing like that.
This shit, like, see the ray tracing on this nigga, like
these textures and environments.
Never that.
But are y'all looking forward to the next Assassin's Creed?
I haven't played Assassin's Creed.
I'm looking forward to that for the new Forza Horizon. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's what I think the best thing is going to be from
Forza Horizon. I mean, I hope
that's all they got, bro.
I hope it look next gen. I hope it look next gen, man. I hope it's the next gen. I hope they just add a lot more, improvements to it and attention to detail and shit like that. You know
Did y'all know that there is an upcoming PS5 exclusive? Besides Ratchet Clank, it's called Forspoken. Does anyone know?
Oh yeah, that look crazy. That definitely look crazy.
There's a Kenna too. Kenna come out.
That's not a PS5 exclusive.
Well,
Forspoken is only on PS5, and they say that it's built to take full capability.
Hold on, when is that shit even coming out?
No, next year.
It's scheduled for next year.
Nigga, listen.
There you go.
It does look good. It does look very good.
After Ratchet and Clank, it's gonna be a long time before you get a PS5 only game.
All right. Well,
if anyone can make a game, that looks like really next gen, it's Square Enix.
No.
Okay, well, listen.
That'd be Naughty Dog.
A lot of these games are already looking. We need them to play next gen. Fuck looking. We need them to play next gen.
What Square Enix bring you to the door? What that bring to the table?
Look at their graphics. Final Fantasy graphics are always like the top left.
They just got door textures on the PS5. What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know what you thought. That shit mushy.
Did you not see them textures on Final Fantasy Remake, nigga?
Yeah, the backgrounds don't look good.
No,
but
that's part of the
action. Yeah, no, they messed up on that. But like Final Fantasy 15 or like their
15.
history.
15 was my shit.
Their history is like top of the line graphics. Like they always are like.
No, they always at the top. Cutscenes were fire. Like they always.
I'm gonna be real with you. Nobody don't be talking about Square Enix when it comes to graphics, dog. Not saying they should be looking trash.
Didn't they do Tomb Raider? Didn't they do?
I mean, like Square Enix made the like Final Fantasy.
Yeah, but it was mostly the cutscenes back in the day.
Yeah, they be having the cutscenes and shit. They be cool. They be cool. Shout out to hold on, where was I at? Shout out to Pat the Logo guy. He said dropping support but saving vid for work tomorrow. All right, appreciate you. Shout out to Bat though, man. He been doing the timestamps, man. So we appreciate it.
That nigga put 11 hours on her. I was rolling.
What'd you say?
He put 11. He put like 11 hours on the timestamp when the stream only 3 hours. Like the fuck.
You know they can't read.
That nigga. He was trying, man.
You click on it, it just instantly goes to the end of the video.
Yeah, I fixed it. I had to fix it, y'all. I fixed it.
Hey, get an A for effort, man.
He left it like that for a while too. He said he was gonna fix it. He never fixed it.
Well, he edited one of them, but he didn't get the 11-hour ones. I guess.
At least he's trying. Yeah.
Shout out to Bat. Appreciate that. But yeah, Square Enix ain't never been known for like no crazy. I mean, they got nice looking games. I'm not gonna say they don't, but you know, when you think about the best looking games, ain't no Square Enix game being brought up. Naughty Dog is going really, you know, when a game come out, you're going to see it, and then of course Rockstar when that thing come out.
No, what if we see that Spider-Man 2 at E3?
That too, that's going to be good.
They put Venom up in there.
Do anybody think that E3 is going to be trash this year?
I think it'll be
decent. I think it'll be decent. It's the first E3 of the new generation. They'll have some shit that's going to be crazy a little bit.
See, my biggest issue with Microsoft is like they pacing. If they fix they pacing in their shows, I think it'll be all right show. You know, they like to talk a lot. Sit down, bring a couch out.
I'm bringing out cars and shit.
Yeah, I mean, Sunday is going down. I don't know if they're gonna. I don't know. They got to have a good show. They got to have a good show. It's not. That's why I'm saying, like, don't fucking lower your expectations. They have to knock it out the park.
Listen, but what have they shown? Yeah, but what have they shown you to even give you the implication that they will have a good show?
They got 100 studios. They got to.
They had them studios since 2014, 2015. They ain't did shit. All of me 3 cents.
They didn't come out with nothing at launch. They got to show up now. They know
for their sake.
They know they back against the wall right now. They know they're getting outsold.
See, but they fine with that. They talk about we not competing. We cool. All inclusive. They don't care about that shit.
They cool with that. I don't know.
No, they ain't cool with that. If they was, they wouldn't be spending $7 billion for a fucking studio.
So they got bread like that.
Studios.
They got bread like that. They can afford to waste.
Nah, they want to win.
Ain't nobody gonna waste no $7 billion, niggas. Stop.
They want to win.
They made that shit back tenfold of it.
They got too many studios not to knock it out the park this Sunday. Too many studios, man. They got to show up, and they got to show up big. Anything less than spectacular is a failure.
Yeah, facts.
Put a prayer out.
They better be showing great games and release dates.
They had a whole pass for a whole generation this time.
At least great games.
You think they're gonna have any? What celebrities do you guys think are gonna show up?
Yeah, well, you talking about who cares?
No, he's trolling with that one because they do be doing that shit.
It's all good. It's all
like
good.
Matt Booty. Think Matt Booty's gonna be there, my man?
Yo, I don't know how he got hired with that last name, yo.
That's your favorite guy. Showing that same name.
No, he is a likable guy though, charismatic guy.
Likable.
Hey, chill.
When he comes up on stage,
urban shit. He ain't with all that urban shit.
When he comes up on stage, like I'm excited for the games. Like he's always got a positive attitude.
Yeah, you get excited already.
Jeremy, it's time to sit down and it's time for the real man to come in.
Hey, we got Bat in the house. Hey, Bat, why you fucking up the timestamps? How you do 11 hours, Bat?
I mean, it was a mistype, man.
Oh, all right. Hey, proofread that shit before you post it.
Nah, the second one was better, right? For your AGS Lite, right?
I ain't even look at it. I'm gonna be real with you, but
that
good
was,
looking.
That was one. No, I don't mind doing it. You know, people, the show must go on. I mean,
the show must go on.
For this PS5 thing, I mean, look, let's be honest. They should have said, "Oh, hey guys, you know, we're gonna switch it up." But you guys saw the tweet, right, with Corey Barlog. Corey Barlog said, "Oh, I made the decision." I'm like, wait, did Jim Ryan make the decision or could you make the decision?
No, he's talking about that's the delay the game.
No, to make it PS4, to make it on the PS4 though.
No, he said he made the decision to delay the game.
Really? I thought the tweet said, "Oh, I made the decision to make it on PS4 too."
Hey, who background all loud like that?
That's bad.
Hey, man. Hey, kick them kids out the basement, dog.
I'm in the kitchen trying to get some food.
Sound like you in the brothel.
No,
hey, get that peanut butter and jelly and go ahead back down in the basement.
Candy bars, bro.
Ain't you supposed to be the third wheel? How you gonna show up late and you got hella noise?
Nah, he ain't the third wheel. Chill.
No, I'm the best for last. That's why I'm the best.
Chill.
What are you talking about, son?
Chill.
The 3 leaders.
Chill.
Let me tell you something. Look. The main thing is this. Sony should have said out front, but okay, we're gonna switch up.
We're talking about E3 predictions. You should have came in earlier for all that.
All right, well, E3 predictions. That's what I'm saying. E3. That's something they should make it a statement. Oh,
Sony ain't there on E3. Sony is not going to be there for E3.
No, Summer Game Fest. They're gonna make the same or a state of play. That's what they said they're gonna do.
No, that's the rumor. That ain't.
Well, that's what I'm saying. What else? Right now, people are rooming GTA Enhance and what's it called? Enhance and some shit like that. I don't know. That's the rumor too. Because they said Rockstar Games over there and Take-Two. They're at E3. So we'll see. Sega's over there, Nintendo's over there.
We know who's there. We got it.
I'm just saying, Switch. The Switch
Pro about right
now. No, this is a prediction. This is E3 prediction.
I mean, this E3 should be lit. It should be because a lot of people are anticipating some good games. Like mostly people trying to hype up Bethesda and Xbox, but I'm like, what they gonna release? Xbox hasn't released a good game in years. So I'm gonna hold my breath.
Ori was fire.
That's a cheap 2D mini game. That's not a AAA game.
Ori is not cheap by any stretch. That mug is fire, bro.
That game is definitely not fire.
It's on the top level of Horizon Zero Dawn. It's on the top of God of War.
Trash. Y'all niggas love playing as little animals and shit. That game
is alright.
And
hold on, and bad Horizon is fucking mid as fuck. So I don't want to. I don't care what
you
say. Horizon is mid as fuck.
Relax.
Relax.
It's good. It ain't mid. It ain't great and a masterpiece, but it's good. It ain't no
Horizon is mid.
Horizon was
story
one of the top
was
10
mid,
games in the last generation.
That fucking human combat was fucking. That shit.
Absolutely not. He talking about some of that shit was fucking one of the top 10 games of last gen. Absolutely not.
What's y'all top 10 from last gen then?
Anybody going through all that right now, dog?
I'm trying to think about me. We had so many bullshit, disappointing games last gen. I mean,
it ain't Horizon. I tell you that.
Horizon definitely ain't in the top 10.
Definitely not.
It is to me.
It isn't a horrible game.
You know what's crazy? That shit probably in fucking Optimus top 10. He ain't even beat them all. Yeah,
you got past the title screen.
You a hater, bro. You a hater.
This shit number one.
On one robot and cut it off. Somebody come back to it. Shit was,
but that's what I'm saying. Like Xbox released like a AAA cool game. But I think last one was Gears of War 4. That's it. I think I played. I'm like, that was alright. I mean, what have they released in the past 5-6 years? That's like lit.
Listen, all that don't matter, man. All that don't matter. Sunday they about to drop bombs on Sony.
No, we about to get bombed. What? We about to get bombs.
New controller coming out.
New cool green.
When they drop bombs, I don't want to hear no damage control. No.
I'm gonna be right there with you. Like, you ain't gonna get it. Xbox come back. All right.
Hey, Optimus, don't come with that bullshit next Sunday. We already know how you do.
What you talking about?
Yeah, we know. Yeah, don't come with that bullshit. They about to drop bombs on Sony.
Should nobody will be happier than me for Microsoft to have a good show. I'm sick of waiting on this shit.
Kobe, he gonna be crying in the corner. He one of them fake niggas to be like, "Oh, I'm happy for you."
That nigga tweets,
his tweets behind the scenes.
That nigga tweets all his tweets. He gonna delete all his tweets.
Damn, bro, I'm happy for you, man. This shit the whole time.
He like that meme. He like that meme with the
yeah, the meme with the man.
Trying to tell me I don't need a Series X because I have a PC. I'm like, nigga, I want it. Like, no, it's just dumb.
Man, you just buy shit to waste money. It is dumb, nigga. It's dumb.
Yeah, but the Series X, you can do emulation. Emulation is kind of cool.
At first, I was an Xbox corporate slave. Now I'm a Sony corporate slave.
It's funny how that switch up. Y'all switch up. Y'all go where the emotion. Y'all go where the money is. Y'all got
Hey, man. Hey, listen, Cole. Your actions say that. Your actions say that, not me. Your actions.
Nigga, the way you define a corporate slave, you can't switch from one to the other because the one is in your soul. You can't.
Oh, no, they switch. No, they switch.
If Nintendo get on top, you gonna be right there with them, Code.
I'm always
switching the most powerful.
Why I ain't even the best. If I had to choose between all three, I would easily choose Nintendo every time. Every time. It's not even close.
What happened?
Cole was just the one all night wait for the Switch.
Hold on, say that again, Cole.
Hold on, what you say, Cole?
He said
I said if I had to choose between all three, I would choose Nintendo first, and it wouldn't even be.
Oh my god!
What you mean? Hold on. If you had to choose one to go away forever, you'll choose Nintendo?
No,
he would pick them. He would pick them to stay. Pick Sony and Microsoft.
Knock it off.
Crazy.
So you holding on
Knock
to
it
the NES, Super NES, and maybe 64, maybe the GameCube?
Man, I'm holding on to all the Nintendo IPs.
Knock it off.
Half them
They all
IPs,
kinda
half them,
play the same.
half them IPs don't even get made no more. Where Metroid at, Code? Huh?
Nigga, it's coming.
Hello?
Rumors.
Hold on, Cole.
Just
Cole,
like
you capping right now. So you'll
Why?
pick Nintendo over Sony.
Absolutely.
He's fucking wild. This nigga get
Capping,
Man,
dog.
Cole,
We don't even talk about Nintendo.
Hold on. Look, hit him with the same
Hold on,
question.
Cole. What's the last Nintendo
Yeah.
game you beat?
Yeah, what is the last game?
Yeah, fucking
Huh?
farce.
It was either Breath of the Wild or
That
those
shit
Mario
came out 4
Rabbids.
years ago. When the last time you beat a fucking game on Nintendo, my guy?
Nigga, I just told you.
That was like
Star
4
Fox
years
on
ago.
Nintendo
It was really that
64.
long ago?
Yep, Breath of the Wild was probably the
Wow.
last game I beat.
But you'll keep
Before that.
Nintendo. Nintendo ain't did shit for you in 4 years,
that's
but you'll
not
keep
true.
them
It
around.
was the Super Mario joint, the Mario
Wait.
Odyssey.
Odyssey?
Whatever it was. That was
Nigga,
That
that
was
was
still 4
I
years ago.
3
I
years
already
ago. That
beat
was 3 years ago.
I beat that shit too in 1986. Nigga, it's the same fucking game. Like, Nintendo ain't doing shit for you.
and then,
But you talking about you'll keep Nintendo around.
but you really don't count Mario Kart because you just play that and Smash. You don't really beat.
Wait a
them.
minute. No. Cole. Yeah, hold on a minute. Did you play 3D World? Did you play Deluxe U? Did you play Kirby? Did you play any of those?
Yes, I played Kirby. Yes, I played the Mario World Deluxe.
So why are
and the
you
3D
saying?
Mario.
So why are you
Man,
saying
he
you
played them, but beating
Because he
them.
said that
different.
beat him.
I said beat. He don't beat games
Oh
like
my
that.
god!
He
Did you play?
sample. He sample them and put them away.
Did you
That's
play
why we call
Astro
you.
Chain?
That's why we call you Cole the Capper. That's why you cap a lot, man.
Code the Capper.
I did not
Bro.
play Astro Chain.
Listen, how you
I
gonna
didn't
say?
play-
How you
what
gonna
are they-
say you put them on top when you don't play in their games? That doesn't make any sense. You cannot put the best studio ever. I didn't play anything. Come on,
Hey,
bro.
Bat, why you going that cold like that, Bat?
That's not right, bro. How you gonna put that? That doesn't make any sense, man. That's really like cap. How you gonna say okay? Like me, I beat my
Code really be
PS5 games.
bullshitting, man.
I beat my PS5 games. I say okay, PS5 is lit. I beat my
Man,
Nintendo skins.
they caught you capping again, Cole.
Like, come
They
on,
caught
bro.
again.
You can't-
This is
can't
what
say-
you don't
Bruh.
understand, Bad. Let me explain.
Okay,
it to you
explain,
real quick.
please.
So
Explain.
if you have a man like me,
Okay.
like superior intellect, and then you have a dolphin like you, the dolphin can never come into the world of the man because he's too base and he can never understand it. It
Our
always
dolphins
takes the
supposed to-
man to go into the world of the dolphin and interact with the dolphin. Because
Well, I need you to explain it.
Right. So the thing is that the stuff that I'm doing don't have to make sense to you. It probably can't make sense to
It
you.
has to make sense to everybody, though. What do you mean?
No, it
It's not
only
just
has to
me.
make sense to me. What you talking about?
So wait, the things that comes out of your mouth don't make sense to you, but it is. Oh
No, they
my
make
God.
perfect sense to me. So at the end of the day, if I have to choose living without Zelda or Mario over Ellie or what any of that other bullshit, I choose the Nintendo
boy.
franchise.
Terrible.
Oh my
Terrible.
God.
Every
What
Also,
you
the
saying?
new joints ain't even better than the
Cole
originals
Capper.
anyway.
If Breath
He's
of the
the Captain
Wild
Man.
2 come out at the same time that Horizon Zero Dawn or Forbidden West comes out, which one you think gonna be on my Twitter timeline?
Oh, I'm definitely taking
None.
Zelda. Zelda definitely, but that's not a hard
Which
choice
one you
between those
think gonna
two.
be on my
I don't know.
timeline?
But that's two different games. Like, I mean, if you talk about The Last of Us, God of War,
Okay,
God of
let
War,
God of War,
Red
God of
Dead.
War, and Breath of the Wild 2 come out at the same time. Which
I
one
don't
you
even hear
think
this
on my
nigga
timeline?
talking about Nintendo, but all of a
What
sudden
is
he's a
that?
Nintendo fanboy
what?
and all
Now
that.
watch. When I switch Pro Drop, he gonna be the biggest
Nigga, you
Nintendo
talk
fan there
about
ever was.
everything
What does that
else.
mean?
You talk about everything else.
Nigga, you don't hear me talk about a lot of the things that I do. Nigga, you
Man, we
bound
talking
to
about
be
problem.
gaming,
About
nigga.
Sony
Ain't
all the
nobody,
time, though.
Problem.
ain't nobody talking about you fishing and some shit like that. We talking about gaming.
Nigga, I'm talking about gaming. And then
Listen.
like, search through my tweets and see what my number one franchises are.
We need
Don't
to
be
give this man
Zelda
a
and
handicap, all
Mario
right?
all the
That's
time.
all.
What
He
you
just
talking
it's old
about?
age, man.
I did
So
see
you
that
beat all
picture
the
about-
Zelda games, right, Cole?
Oh, absolutely.
You play
So-
so, Twilight
and-
Hey
Princess.
yo, hey
And the
yo,
ones on the handheld, nigga.
who's really
Absolutely.
knowledgeable in the Zelda?
I'm slightly.
Yeah, bring that shit.
All right, so
Break this nigga down.
Twilight-
Name something he should know.
What-
Give him
hey,
something
wait,
he should
what's
know.
How you get the
Who's
first
Zelda?
lady? How you get the
What
first
gender
lady
is
mask to
Zelda?
Majora's Mask?
Hold on, one at a time. One at a time.
Go ahead.
One
Go
at a
ahead.
time.
Evan, go ahead, Jose.
The bat
How
only.
you
The bat,
how you
bat
get the
me
first how you get the first lady mask in Majora's Mask?
Nigga, speak in English.
How you get the first lady mask in Majora's Mask, motherfucker?
You
You heard that?
I heard.
All right, hold
how
on,
could
Jay.
get
Did
the
you
blop
understand
blop
him, Jay?
mask?
Jay, you
Yeah,
understand
what
him?
did he say?
You said the fierce lady. Is that what you said?
The fierce deity mask.
Oh, first day. I don't even know that one. So
Damn, they all hey.
Cole, what is it? You know it?
I don't even know. No, absolutely not.
Okay, I'll give you easy one. I'll give you.
Hey, Jay, hold on.
Link.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, back.
Okay, Zelda. Who is Zelda?
Nigga, Zelda is the princess that Link has to rescue from Ganon. Nigga,
okay, good. I'm just saying, I don't want to say
I know who the fuck Zelda is. Nigga,
right.
Just make sure. Just make sure.
I need y'all to give this nigga
I
something
tell you
good.
what, look over my timeline, do a Twitter search for me and Zelda, and see what come up.
Oh, Jay, I got an idea. In Majora's Mask, how do you reverse time? How do you reverse time in Majora's Mask?
It's a good one.
In the clock tower?
No, how do you reverse time in Majora's Mask? What tool do you use to reverse time?
Shit, I don't know.
Oh.
Oh my god!
Hold on.
Because that's like asking me, what is the tool that you have to use to get out of the game?
Yes, it is a core mechanic in the game. Yes, it's a core mechanic in the game. It is a core mechanic in the game.
Yes, the core mechanic.
So
oh my
god! So that's how you interact with that game.
No,
that's like
hold on. What's the name of the horse? What's the name of his horse in Ocarina of Time?
It's a core mechanic in the game.
Yes. Do you remember every weapon and every tool from Gears of War or Halo or every
tool? That's the main tool, nigga.
15 years, nigga. That game was 15 years ago.
What game? And what game?
Any game from 15 years ago. They're gonna ask you a random question about a game mechanic, and
they asking you something you should know. If it's the main thing in the game, then yeah, you probably should know it.
Like, hey, what's the how Mario get bigger and shit in the 2D joints? What power up you gotta get? The fucking mushroom, nigga. That's a basic. No matter how long you play that shit.
Exactly.
All right, hold on. Y'all got another question?
Power up.
What's Zelda's? What's Link's horse's name? Ocarina of Time.
Everybody know that.
I need to know. That's a really neat one. That's a really
everybody. Nigga, Epona. Everybody know that.
He looked it up. He looked that shit up.
Look it up.
What's the main kingdom setting? What's the main kingdom setting of the video game? What's the main setting name?
What
the town? What is
room? What you talking about?
No,
what's the main setting name? What does that even mean?
What is the kingdom's name?
I said Hyrule, nigga, if that's what you're talking about.
All right,
thank you.
He passed.
Hold on, man.
But if you played every single last one.
He didn't pass. He lost.
Like the main questions.
I just put a link to
I needed somebody that was knowledgeable in Zelda to ask some questions.
From like last year or earlier this year about like Zelda. Nigga, check my time. I don't talk about Zelda. Nigga, you tripping.
Okay, let me see your Switch trophies, yo. Send them shits.
Hey, yo, okay. Hold on. Cole, you got a question, Cole. Who is the pirate girl in Wind Waker?
Ooh, good one.
Ooh, that's a good one. I don't remember her name, though.
Oh,
he don't remember shit. He don't remember nothing. He remembers shit that when you turn it on and you walk through the town. He don't remember nothing about the story. None of that shit.
Why don't you do this? Why don't you ask me about Breath of the Wild instead of asking me about games?
No, that's the last Zelda game. No, nigga, you talking like Zelda is your thing. So we're gonna ask you for any game.
Hey, that was one of the worst Zeldas in terms of storyline, nigga. No, you gonna catch this work today, man.
All right, hold on.
Zelda is my thing, but that don't mean I'm gonna remember all of these esoteric details.
Even core mechanics. Even core
mechanics.
He asked me the name of a specific item. If he would have asked me, do you have to switch time or not, like I can answer that shit, I can tell you about the different temples.
Okay, I got an easy question.
So you know the answers to the questions that you know.
Hold on.
No, you hold on. What is the name of every gun in GTA 3?
The AK-47, the 12-gauge shotgun.
Hold on. Time out. First of all, I never beat GTA 3.
So what?
I was locked up when it came out. I didn't really play it.
He never
I didn't play it.
The PS2 era GTAs, which he should, but he don't want to. But yeah,
I never played it.
All right, well, what's the name of every gun in GTA 4?
Why would I need to name a gun though? Hold on. Every gun is not a core mechanic.
Okay, what's the name of your main gun in GTA 4 or GTA 5?
There is no main.
There ain't no main gun.
Now, for him, nigga, what is the
I
main
mean,
gun?
there is no main gun. I
use,
mean,
nigga?
you start with a handgun, a 9mm,
Glock.
It's a Glock in GTA 4, and it's like a 9mm in GTA 5.
So the main gun that you use in GTA 5 was a 9mm. That's the name of it.
You said what game you got? I mean, I used all the guns.
I said, what was the main one?
I don't know, dog. I
There
used
is no
everything,
main
dog.
gun.
I'm throwing out remote bombs. Hold on, I gotta read these super chats. Hold on, I was trying to get this real quick. Okay, shout out to Super KMW. Oh no, hold on. Excuse me, hold on. Shout out to Jake Rand. He said, "8 my guy. Rise of the Tomb Raider looked great on PC. No doubt. It's a great looking game, no doubt." Shout out to Non-Nike. He said, I want to see GTA 5 next gen and RE4 remake and hopefully Saints Row 5. I definitely want to see everything you said except Saints Row.
Saints Row 3 was lit. If they can make another game like that,
I like 3.
The third, I played that a couple times. That game was over the top.
Yeah.
Shout out,
crazy.
hey Cole, what's going on with that Returnal challenge? Is it over?
I don't know.
He got like 13 hours.
I mean, it's been days since he played. He just taking his time.
He got mad because the game crashed on him. So.
Oh yeah, he wasn't doing shit anyway, so it ain't like he really lost something. Shout out to Andre Garcia. He said, "How crazy would it be if Microsoft had Kid Smooth present their next console exclusive only for the nigga to die multiple times on their tech demo?" That'd be hilarious. Shout out to Super KMW. Can't hold Xbox to Sony expectations. Roast time. All right, definitely. Shout out to Biz the Kid Gaming. It's E3. Everybody should be expecting greatness. If these devs and publishers don't show up and show out, they deserve all the backlash they get.
Agree.
Yeah, but y'all still gonna go out and buy the games anyway, so I mean, shit ain't gonna change.
Not if the game's garbage. Well, niggas don't
Yes,
buy
y'all do.
garbage.
Y'all buy Cyber junk. Y'all buy all these fucking Ubisoft bullshit. Y'all buy all this Activision shit. Like, y'all don't care about that shit. Y'all don't care about the industry, man.
Those games, I mean, some people like Assassin's Creed and all that shit. And they work. They don't be broken messes.
No, but the core mechanics be ass.
Shout out to Forget It Brian. He said, "Who the last female Jeremy met that was charismatic?"
Damn.
You gonna answer?
Man, I got him lining up down the block.
That means never. That means never.
Shout out to Kenj. He said, "Can't stay today. Respect. I'll catch it later." All right. Shout out to you.
Right, see ya.
Shout out to Non-Nike. He said, "Cole made the first Mario. Of course he beat it." Damn. Shout out to Super KMW. Even though Nintendo my shit, Sony are kings. All right. And then we got, hold on. Where am I at? Shout out to Tony Esquire. He said, Cole Kaepernick.
Nigga taking a knee.
Shout out to Rock the Six. He said, how many timeline does it have?
Ooh,
I guess he
asked that's a complex ass question. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, that's man.
3.
All right.
Depends on all the different paths and shit.
Shout out to Goku versus Naruto. What is the name of Link's horse?
We already went over that.
Yeah, you got that.
Yeah, he looked it up real quick. Yeah.
Shout out to Biz the Kid Gamer. He said, name the 3 gods of the Triforce.
The 3 gods, the power, courage. Like, what do you mean the 3 gods?
The 3 gods of the Triforce.
There is no 3 gods of the Triforce, nigga. It's the Triforce of power, courage, and wisdom. And the goddess died, and it is the responsibility of Zelda's family to look after the Triforce. There is no 3 gods of the Triforce.
You can't be serious.
There's the Kid Gaming. He said there is no 3 gods of the there's no 3 gods of the Triforce.
And the Ocarina of Time trying to continuity there is.
No, the royal
they sacrifice themselves to become the Triforces.
No, the royal family.
Hey, Biz the Kid, you need to come in here and handle this.
Yeah, come on.
Hit the like button too. Hit the like button. Code. Everybody in the chat saying there is 3 guys of the Triforce.
Yeah, then they rolling for war, nigga.
What are they?
Then they rolling for war from Ocarina of Time. Come on, get the fuck out of here, Code. Yo,
nigga, there is no 3 gods of the
Triforce. They just named them.
No, they didn't, man. Oh my!
Hell, Super Savage Spirit has named the 3 guys of the Triforce.
like I said, I don't even know what that question is. There is no
of course you didn't know. Of course you didn't know. Capper.
Because it don't make sense.
All right, Optimus Cap.
Hey, Code, send me the Switch achievements.
All right, Optimus Cap.
When the goddess died, the Triforce was left to the royal family, and that
everybody saying
they became the
everybody is saying there's 3 guys of the Triforce.
Well, what do they do then? Goddamn.
They became the Triforce. Nigga, did you not play the game?
3 members of Protect the Triforce. They sacrificed themselves to guard it, and now it's Link's family to guard it. What don't you understand?
Hey, Link's family. Oh my God! It's not.
All right, hold on. Hold on. Let me finish this while y'all. We will get back to Optimus Kaepernick. Darth said y'all need better prosecutors. Code v AGS live trial not going well.
That's what I'm saying.
Shout out to Frozen Magma. He said, thank you for the PC advice on Twitter, Hard8. I'm too lazy to fix those cables. Next step is to get an OLED. Thanks a lot. All right. Then we got Zoofer. I think that's how you say it. They said, what the fuck? There ain't no main gun in GTA 4? Well, you start with a gun. I mean, you start with a gun.
Yeah, but it's not like...
That ain't the point. Yeah. The point is, do you remember every single item, even if it's important?
That's not important. I mean, you didn't play GTA 4, so you can't even ask me something that you think I should know. So what gun you start with?
I did play GTA 4,
but you don't know enough about it to be able to really give me a quiz on it.
That's like saying what's the main weapon in Assassin's Creed? You're like, oh, I don't know, nigga, there ain't no main weapon. Nigga, it's the hidden blade. What are you talking about?
What is the real name of the hidden blade?
That is what it's called.
Hold on,
don't do this.
Hold on, let me finish.
Super chat. Let him finish, man.
Let me finish. Shout out to Torrance Ingram. He said, relax, fellas. Code is a fan of talking about games, not a fan of playing them. Ouch.
His review took USA 2. He's part 2. He's his brother, bro.
TV Guy 007, 0071. TV Guy 0071. Who was the boat in Wind Waker?
Who was the boat?
What is this, trivia?
Yeah, no, because Code Captain.
They are disputing that I played and beat every.
Who was the boat in Wind Waker?
Shit, I don't know.
He don't know, people.
Just let him be epicurious.
I don't blame him for that one.
That game was Jeremy, why are you producing
I'm not finished. Let me finish. Don't say nothing unless I ask y'all something, please. Shout out to Torrance Ingram. He said, I never played Zelda and I know about Hyrule. All right. Then we got Melodic Punk. He said, what's Gandalf's last name? That is for Code.
I don't know.
He doesn't know. Shout out to Biz the Kid Gaming. Shout out to Biz the Kid Gaming. He said Naru, Forel, I guess, and Den. Those are the 3 guys of the Triforce. Code.
Again, I don't know what that question means because
you ain't a real fan. You're not a real fan.
No, that is not true. The goddess died, and once she died, she left the Triforce to the royal family. I don't know what they mean by this.
Code.
Gods of the Triforce. I just told you what it is. It is the Triforce, power, age, and wisdom. That's it.
So everybody, so everybody is wrong. Is that what you're telling me?
Everybody is wrong in what? Again, that question, what is the gods of the Triforce? I said, I don't know what that means, but there are no gods of the Triforce because the goddess that was dealing with the Triforce died and left the care of the Triforce to the royal family. Everybody knows that. So there is no gods. It's godless. It is protected by the royal family, period. So what does it mean to be the god of the Triforce?
He has no idea what he's talking about.
All right, whatever, man. What the fuck ever. Shout out to Super KMW. He said, who are Zelda's alter egos?
I don't know.
What?
I think, who said what like that?
That was Jay.
Oh, Jay.
Come on. One of them's on Super Smash Brothers.
Why did you say it like that, Jay?
Because you should know that.
Like,
who are they, Jay?
It's from the
Sheik.
Come on, Code.
Oh, again. I don't.
He didn't even.
Yeah, she's like one of the main ones.
All right.
The bitch with the
I
eye.
know, is that something he should have known?
Yes, that
Yes,
is
she
like
played
the main
awkward.
character.
She's an integral part of that storyline. This nigga here, bro. I'm telling you.
Wow.
That's like finding out, like the last night, who the real name is. Like, you need to know this shit. This is a core mechanics. And this man is capping. Sir. Just
right,
say
man.
you're not a fan, man. Just say you're not a fan.
All good. It's all right.
No, we can't let this slide. We can't let this fraud shit slide, man. That's not right. Like, you can't say I'm a gamer. This is my favorite franchise ever, and I'm like, oh, what's the main character's name? I don't know. What's the main nothing? I don't know.
We're gonna need to see you some game streams, code, some game streams.
Well, you asked me who main character DJ5, Trevor, Michael, and Franklin. All three. That's I know, right? Who's the main character of 4? Nico Bellic. Who's the main character of San Andreas? CJ. Carl Johnson, his acronym. Yeah. I know this shit. How do you not know Legend of Zelda? You say, I'm the biggest fan. No, we cannot let this fraud shit slide. You a fraud. Just say you don't like them, bro. Why you gotta do that?
So
how can you be the truth?
I done told you could never understand me. So let's start there.
Yeah, you're an old grown man bumbling like Joe Biden up in this bitch. What you talking about?
Joe Biden.
I ain't gonna let this man disrespect.
Bad coming for that number 2 spot.
That's not right, man. It's like this is you cannot say.
Yeah, Bat had enough shit.
Hold on, let Code and Bat handle this. Go ahead.
Okay, look. Okay, let's let the defendant speak. Speak now. Okay.
Nigga, what is
he got nothing to say? Damn, bro.
I was waiting for him to call you boy.
Y'all gotta kill.
I done told you, Bat. I don't understand, like, really who you think you are. But I'm not
the only one back
on the internet and lie to a bunch of strangers for no fucking reason.
I don't either. But you might.
Nigga, just because I don't remember.
No, Captain is not lying. No, Captain
not
is
lying.
not considered lying. We're not saying that you're lying. We're just saying
you're saying that I have not beat every Zelda game, and it's not.
No.
Franchise.
I don't know. I don't know if you ever beat them, but to say that that's your favorite franchise and then not know nothing about it, that means you're capping, Gold.
Okay, so what do you think is my favorite franchise?
I don't know. That's not for me to say.
What is your favorite franchise?
When somebody hold on. This is the thing, Cole.
Like this. You have seen me get the platinum for all these games recently, and you can ask me questions about those games, and I won't remember them. But that don't mean
we're not. No, listen. If we ask you basic shit, shit about the game, then you should know.
If you just beat a game yesterday and you don't remember, then I don't know what the fuck you doing.
Code. We don't listen, Code. We don't expect
something from Breath of the Wild.
All right, can I just let me finish these?
All right, finish. Let him finish it, please. Yes,
can I finish? Thank you. Damn. Shout out to King Green. He said, Hard8, what's Kratos' brother name and who killed them? That's a good one. What's Kratos' brother? Demimos? Demos and damn, who the fuck killed them? It began with a T. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. It began with a T. Oh, fuck is I'm not sure. I remember, I just can't remember his name. Huh?
Which character you talking about?
He said, who's Kratos' brother name and who killed him? Who killed Kratos' brother?
Oh, his brother. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it begins with a T. I can't like remember how to pronounce it, but it begins with a T. I know that. And his brother is Demimos or some shit like that. Demino, something like that. There you go. Not New York. There you go. I know it began with a T. Thanatos. I don't fucking know how to pronounce that. Thanatos.
Think you know how to pronounce that shit.
Something like that. Somebody said Thanos. Yeah. All right. Something. I knew it was something with a T. Shout out to Busy Kid Gaming. He said, Naruz is love, Den is fire, and Furor. How do you say that one?
Furor.
Furor is wind, combined together to create Hyrule and the Triforce. You should know it because you also gain their powers in Ocarina of Time.
Mm-hmm. But I still wouldn't call
it. They never explained any of that in the game.
It don't matter what you call it, Cole. It's what it is. You hear me? Okay. Shout out to Big Maserati. He said, what is the name of Link's horse in Ocarina of Time?
Oh my God, how many times we gonna get that one?
Until you get it right, until it's in your skull.
Hey, yo.
You have nothing in your skull.
Shout out to Zoofer. He said, Cole is trying to be like Doge, capping to the moon.
Who?
Doge?
The Dogecoin to the moon.
Okay. Right.
Shout out to XRP Dishwasher. He said, hey, what are the names of the old AGS pod members?
Easy. Emotional.
Exposed.
Got him.
Only person I remember is Mel and Matt. The rest of them exposed. All right.
Spiritual awakening.
Fell off faster than.
Shout out to Andre Garcia. Code is going out sad. Dang.
For sure.
Yeah, anytime Bat can get at you, you definitely going out sad.
I'm the only
Code,
two.
Code, I'm gonna need you to do something for real.
You getting roasted by a nigga with fake Jordans.
Overpriced candy bars on the fucking back alley.
What does that mean?
Man, all y'all niggas, I didn't hear none of that. What y'all say?
Hey, we said you getting roasted by Bat, nigga. You got to do something.
Man, ain't nothing to do. What you talking about?
Play some games. That's what you gotta do.
Some tapioca and take some pills. What's he gonna do, bro?
All right, shout out to
and Bat still trying to peddle some fake Jordans, man. Bat don't want no smoke.
Hey, hit that like button, man. Hey, yo, if you think Code is capping, hit the like button.
Yeah, now define what capping is again. What's the difference in capping?
It's a lie. You're lying.
Capping is not lying. No, capping is not lying.
Capping is not lying. So
exaggerating. You're exaggerating.
No,
what?
Capping is more like
it's like when you're hyping something.
It's like frauding or hyping shit up that you really don't care about.
You just said I love Legend of Zelda series.
Oh,
and you couldn't answer none of it.
Are you saying that I don't care about the Zelda franchise? It's not my favorite.
No, you don't know shit about.
No, hold on. This is what I'm saying. When you said that if you had to get rid of one of the three, that you would keep Nintendo, right?
Without a doubt. Fact.
I said that's cap.
Why?
I don't really believe you. Because you don't talk about Nintendo. You don't give a fuck about no Nintendo.
They don't play their games.
You don't talk, and then you turn around and said Zelda your favorite franchise, and then when they start asking you shit that you should know, you like, I don't know.
What? But just because I don't remember that shit don't mean that I didn't play the games and it's not my favorite franchise. That's what I'm like. How are you deciding what I should and shouldn't know? And what I should and shouldn't remember about
from what I'm getting, this is basic shit that you should know as a Zelda fan.
How have you decided that?
All right, this one's real easy. How do you get the fire bow or the arrows in Ocarina of Time? That's real easy.
I'll be right back.
I do not remember.
That is one of the easiest ones. Come on.
Why does that mean that is not my favorite franchise?
It's not. What do you mean?
If I say this, GTA 4 is my favorite game. I love this game. It's the best game ever.
It's your favorite franchise. Don't pick out a single game. Say a franchise.
No, what I'm saying is,
25 years.
I didn't play all the games. I was locked the fuck up.
I did play all the Zelda games though.
Okay, but what I'm saying is,
put an example that's relevant that matches mine.
No, what I'm saying is, let me give you an example. Listen, I'm just giving you an example, period. If somebody is saying this is my favorite game, I love this game or whatever like that, and then you ask them something about it and they don't know simple shit. And I use GTA 4 as an example. Somebody say, what's the main character in GTA 4? If I'm sitting around talking about that's my favorite game, I love it.
There's too many characters. There is no main character.
If I say y'all ask me who Link is, I can tell you that is not the shit you asking me. You are asking me esoteric questions from games that I played 15 to 20
Spell that word. Spell that word. Spell that word.
All right, hold on. Let me just finish the super chat. Let me finish the super chat. Shout out to Just Fits. He said, what catastrophe destroyed Hyrule in Wind Waker?
Oh.
Shit, I don't remember.
The Calamity. Oh my god. I don't play Zelda. I know this shit. God. I don't play none of them. I only play
Let's move on. It's quite clear. It's quite clear what's going on here. All right. Let's just move on.
How you put the character in 64? Let me stop.
Shout out to the real. Shout out to The Real at the moment. I guess that's ATM stand for. The Real ATM. He said, Hard 8. Wonder why folks lead a pod. Motherfuckers don't want to come on here on their free time to get interrogated by nerds about pixels.
Nah,
Hey,
man.
listen.
Fun. Shit, this is
Listen, this is fucking gaming, dog. What you want to talk about?
Yeah, that's a fellow fraud right there. That's super chat.
If motherfuckers can't handle gaming conversation, then they don't need to come on this motherfucker.
Indeed.
The fuck? This is about games.
Check that nigga's trophy.
Motherfuckers' feelings hurt over gaming, and this is not personal attacks. We're talking about games. That's what the fuck we here for. So if somebody can't handle talking about games, then yeah, they need to leave. The fuck?
Right, they shouldn't be on the podcast.
Yeah, man, my feelings ain't hurt, nigga. Fuck wrong with you? Oh shit! What are you talking about? This is why people lead a pod. Let them leave, man.
Yeah, fuck them
I
niggas.
I appreciate the support, but this ain't shit. Like I don't feel.
Yeah, I mean, personal. He just don't play no games.
No, I'm not accepting personally. It's just I just don't like the capping. I like Cole. Cole's a smart dude, but he just caps a lot. He just.
All right, back. Shut up.
Finish the super chats.
Shout out to Kid Gaming. He said, "Come on, Cole. Sheik's reveal. I guess that's Sheik's. Sheik.
Yeah, Sheik. Yep, Sheik.
Sheik's reveal at Zelda is the biggest twist in Ocarina of Time."
Yeah, that was wild.
Yeah, I ain't tripping off that. I mean, like I said, once they explained what they was talking about, I was like, okay, yeah, I know. I get what you're saying.
Shout out to Akil Lutz. I believe that's how you say that. He said, "No disrespect, Cole should get checked for Alzheimer's."
Oh my god! Nah, I think we should, bro. Like that's a disease. That's an issue, bro. Stay healthy, man. Stay healthy.
Shout out to Toxic Hollow. He said, "Chill on Cole. Old head might have Alzheimer's."
Damn, Eric. What's going on?
All right.
Yeah, man, what's going on? Shit, this
I care about you, man.
When's the last time you've been to the doctor, Code?
Oh shit!
Regular checkup.
There go Jeremy.
Hold on, Jeremy. You agree?
When's the last time you've been to the doctor?
Yeah, man, I get regular checkups, but shit, I don't know. We gonna have to see what we do.
You need to get checked down.
Shout out to Torrance Ingram. He said, shout out to Torrance Ingram. He said, "Bat ain't going. LOL. Code. He grilling you. Rebuttal." Ain't Cole gonna let him have it this time, man. Another one from Torrance Ingram. He said, "Bat got the key and locked Code out."
That ain't got shit but some $20 Twinkies.
Oh shit! Shout out to Biz the Kid Game. He said, "A mere current one for you. Who's Link love interest in Breath of the Wild?"
There you go.
Who was Link's love interest in?
You heard the question.
Yeah. Players Day. He heard it. Players Day.
Yeah, it was that one, the little black girl, but I don't remember her name. Looking girl.
Who is Link's love interest in Breath of the Wild? Cole, come on, man. I'm trying to save you. Think, nigga. Do you or do you not know, Cole?
Man, I'm thinking through the story. Hold on, nigga.
All right.
No, I don't remember.
He don't remember. He don't remember, Biz the Kid. Let him live. Shout out to Envy Dub. He said, "Who is Mega Man's sister?" Who the fuck played Mega Man around this motherfucker? Bond was in this
motherfucker? Bond real quick.
I've been watching.
I don't know shit about no Mega Man. Shout out to Matt Laser. He said, "Cap means lie is a Southern term."
Thank you.
All right. Shout out to Coat 40. He said, "Code out here capping. Oh, what a difference." Shout out to XRP Dishwasher, man. He said, "Code, what did one bat say to take out of his mouth?"
Oh shit. Oh shit.
I ain't answering that shit.
Shout out to Andre Garcia. He said, "Code about to make an AGS light with the old cast." Damn.
League of Villains and shit.
They're gonna go make a new pod. They're gonna go make a new podcast.
The Sinister Six.
Hey, I need y'all to give me everybody contact number, man.
They about to go make a new podcast and all that.
Shit.
Black Audi about to
We're
roll
gonna call
up.
that shit the fucking.
The master plan and shit. All right.
We're gonna call that shit the bathroom closet or some shit. We're gonna call that shit the supermarket. All right, shout out to Dutch BLD. Y'all boys interrogating one of the OG travelers of the Underground Railroad and expect him to remember details about a video game. Damn.
Appreciate you, Cole. Appreciate you, man. Fight for our rights.
Man, y'all gotta chill on my old head, man. Y'all got to chill.
No, they ain't gotta chill. Shit, keep the smoke coming. Keep the smoke coming. Because I'd be doing the same thing if it was somebody else.
Okay. See. Shout out to Big Maserati. He said every time Cole gets interrogated, he levels up and comes back stronger than ever the following podcast.
Nigga, what podcast you watching? This?
I got all the super chats.
Peasant, can you mumble that in English, nigga?
All right, nigga. Wait. I ain't been mumbling, nigga. All right, my mic been fixed. I had a little setting joint.
It's more your accent. You got strong.
What? Nigga, mumble in English. Come on, keep it going, 8.
Coach, you smell like ass.
All right, so let me see. Right now, we could just talk about. Go ahead. Anybody got their own topic they want to bring up?
So listen, can we talk? All right, Cole. What can we get you on these game streams, man? All right, 8B streaming games, shit, little retro joints. Let's see you do that shit.
I don't got no channel like that, nigga.
Well, need to make one.
Hold on, you do got a YouTube channel.
That's
not
bring
for
in
that
massive
type of stuff. It's just for like teaching game tech.
We can hook you up with. You can teach them how to play the game.
Shit. I don't mind streaming some games. Y'all niggas will be bored watching me stream because I told you.
Yeah, because you're gonna be dying this shit. You ain't gonna remember where to go.
Well, stream some multiplayer games.
Yeah,
I don't really like multiplayer games.
Oh, yeah, trash.
You say you gonna play 8?
And I am gonna whoop 8 ass in factions. That is true. That is gonna happen. But in general, I don't really like multiplayer games.
Did you play the first factions?
Oh yeah, let me ask y'all this, okay? Because somebody had came to me, and they was like, "Oh yeah," after this whole Lion Ryan shit. Somebody was like, "Oh, how you feel now about people that's recommending the Xbox over the PlayStation or telling people not to get a PlayStation and get an Xbox?" And I'm like, "Hold on now, let's not get carried away. Let's not get carried away. Like, they are still giving you some new games. They may not be next gen only, but you are still getting new games. So it's not the same. It still don't make no sense why somebody would recommend an Xbox that has nothing. They don't even got cross gen shit. Right. That don't have nothing compared to somebody that is at least releasing games. So do y'all feel like that statement makes sense now? Do anybody feel like
no, it doesn't? There's no new games in the horizon, man. Like, what game right now they announced? It's like, oh, I want to buy this game to get a Series X. That makes me want to spend $550. Like, is there any game right now? Because Ratchet and Clank, look, hold on. Let me speak first. I'll let you speak. Hold on. Ratchet and Clank, right? That's lit. God of War, Horizon. They said, okay, these games are coming out. We know they're coming out, but we don't know when. But we know they're coming out. So like, okay, I want a PS5. What's on Xbox right now that says, oh, let me spend $550 for it? I bought Xbox Series X like 2 weeks ago. And it's all right, but I'm like, there's no games that I'm playing right now. Continue, Jeremy.
First of all, why do you say $550?
Tax, sir, tax.
Man, no one talks like that, but all right. I think.
What was that? What the hell?
Go ahead. Let him get his shit out. Go ahead.
Nobody says like $550.
They don't add the tax. He's saying they don't add the tax. Go ahead.
Now, I think when people are saying that you should no longer recommend a PS5, I think that maybe is limited to you should no longer upgrade to like the next generation, like over the PS4. Maybe now that has a little bit more reason to it. I don't know if I would say don't get a Series X or a PS5 over a Series X, but maybe you could say don't get a PS5 over like a PS4 or whatever like that. That is, I think, where that's limited to.
But that's not the question here.
That's not the question is, sir. We're talking about somebody saying, oh, yo, you should not get a PS5. You should get a Xbox Series X. Like, what? Why? Like, why should I get a Series X over a PS5? Like,
no, that hasn't changed. That hasn't changed. You should still get a PS5.
No, but like, the argument is why? Like, why should it? Was there any benefits? That's what I'm saying. There's no really. I have an Xbox Series X right now, man. I looked on Game Pass. There's no games I see that I want to play. I already play most of those games, or I'm not interested in them. I have it right now in my room.
You can just buy them if you want. Like, at least you have the option. Like, it's not even Game Pass. It's just then you're just talking about better backwards compatibility. Like, I'd rather pay for it to download it than have it like streaming for free. You know what I mean? That's a backwards compatibility argument, though.
Hey, hit the like button, people. Hit the like button, please. Hit
Yeah,
the like
you enjoy
button.
that roast. You want to more? Come back and like. But like I said,
shut up, man, because you
emulation-
make people not hit the like button. Just shut up about like buttons.
Yeah, you
Hit
got
the like
roasted
button,
to
people.
shreds
Come on,
last
man.
week.
No, but like no, but like look, I got the Series X one thing for emulation because you know you got that PS2 emulation, the Sega Genesis, all that cool stuff. So right now I'm working on that. But I mean, otherwise than that, like there's nothing new. There's nothing popping right now on this console that's like, let's get it. It's the new hotness. It's nothing. Like Ratchet and Clank coming out next week. I reserved my copy on GameFly. What's coming on Series X right now is coming in the past week or month or even 6 months. Maybe Halo. Halo coming out in 6 months.
I also wanted to bring up that the Medium, anybody interested in that, has been rated for the PS5 by the ESRB.
What's that?
It was the Xbox exclusive for a little while. I guess there was a timed exclusive, but it is coming to PS5, the Medium.
Never heard of it.
Pretty good, too.
30 frames per second.
It's trash.
It's a walking simulator. Facts. Walking simulator. Also, Ratchet and Clank.
Brad said he loved it.
No. When I gave my very first impression of the game, I went into how I like some of the. I'm a very patient gamer, so I don't necessarily need to be blown away right at the beginning. But for my first impression, I was like, all right, let's see what this is going to be. Then later on, it got a little boring. I still haven't beat it. I may never beat it. Really.
Somebody breathing into the mic. Can y'all please mute your mic if you got to breathe hard? Mute your mic. So he liked it at first, and then he ain't even beat it. So now it's trash, right? Yeah,
it's whack.
It's a walking simulator. Shout out to Ratchet and Clank. I meant to bring up that Ratchet and Clank is getting a day one patch, and it's going to have a performance mode and a performance RT mode, which I don't really like what I've seen with that. It's going to lower the resolution pretty low when it comes to that performance RT mode.
Yeah, that's one of the things that makes this next gen kind of whack, is that you got to pick and choose. It's either the frame rate or the resolution or the ray tracing.
Or the ray tracing, yeah.
But not really. I mean, at least it gives you option. It's like, no, it's not whack because it's better.
No, it is whack. It is whack.
That's the same shit on PC. Like, what's the problem?
You gotta choose. No, you don't. Nah, not when you got a 3090. You got to choose a motherfucker.
Yeah, but
depending on your system, you have to choose.
Well, I mean, that's what
you got to choose.
I mean, that's what you built. You choose if you want.
Yeah, but if it's a console, you want to be able to choose because you can't just max out everything. So they give you the options.
No,
I like options, man. If I like all last gen and PS4, if they had a switch to put,
I gotta choose. I gotta choose to have nice resolution or fucking ray tracing. Like, come on, man, that's some bullshit.
I mean, look, you can't have both.
But why? That's the problem.
I mean, it's too demanding.
It's the same on PC. It's demanding on PC too. I mean, you can't have.
No, stop bringing up PC, dog. Like,
it's true. Are you getting ray tracing on every game at 4K?
PC and consoles ain't. No, it ain't the same thing. Nah.
The dominant PC resolution is 1440p, and it's not even close. 2% of the people on PC run at 4K.
No, what 2%. What I'm saying is stop bringing up PC because I can still have a very decent looking game at 60 frames on consoles. You cannot. You got some old muddy looking, nasty looking shit. That's what I'm saying. It's not the same. No, don't try to. I know y'all don't try to make yourself feel good. That's all you trying to do is make yourself feel good about that bullshit.
I mean, for me, I leave my games on 4K. I want native 4K. That's all I care about. I want pretty graphics. Performance is nice, but I'm like, I prioritize pretty graphics because that's why I buy games for. That's why I buy new hardware for. I want the best graphics ever. But I mean, speaking of Ratchet and Clank, it leaked, so people got early copies. So be careful online. You might get spoiled because some people got early copies from Amazon. So yeah,
I mean, I don't know. Ratchet and Clank is not like a game I'm scared of a spoiler from. I understand though. I don't like no spoilers at all.
I'm just giving one to the whole crew. Anybody watching, whatever. I'm just letting y'all know, so y'all get the warning. So some dumbass won't spoil it. Oh, hey, just a warning.
So Hardy, you think is there any way that when the new God of War comes out, or they show footage of it, do you think there's any way where you could be satisfied and kind of it would at least look good enough to put that whole thing of it's being held back just to kind of distract you from it. We
already talked about this earlier, dog. It don't matter what they show, nigga. It's being held back.
Facts.
But there's no way it could look good enough to where just while you're watching
we already
you might
know
say,
it's
wow,
being
that
held
looks...
back. No. We already know that it's being held back, so that's forever ruined.
As far as
I mean, all they're gonna do, even if it looked good, you're just gonna be thinking, damn, it could have looked even better. They could have did even more.
Hey, something better than that. They left on the table.
Y'all gotta understand, they have to make this shit run on a fucking console from 2013. That shit is being held back tremendously.
9 years old next year, man.
That shit is being held back tremendously, dog.
Because
the difference between the PS4 and the PS5 is pretty huge. Pretty huge. That shit
so
is
at the end
being
of the day,
held back.
Jeremy, it don't matter what it looks like. Depending on who you are, you will just know that it could have been more. They could have done more with the design. Even if it's graphically amazing, there will be things that they just couldn't do. And like it's not going to go away because they give you prettier grass and shit. That's just not going to cut it.
Yeah, I mean,
that's cool because next year we get PS5. We get next gen games anyway next year.
It's not just graphics too. You got to understand like physics, attention to detail. All that shit is being watered down to run on the PS5.
That's what I was saying about Horizon last week.
Population density, you got all that.
Everything.
Look, we have to watch the gameplay or something to judge it. We don't know, man. We have to see God of War. We don't know anything about God of War. You know, we cannot judge a book by its cover. What
the hell is you talking about?
Either way, it doesn't matter.
I'm just saying. Let's look at the gameplay.
No.
It's held back out the gate.
Sometimes you just talking.
No, I don't. I know what I'm saying.
Yeah, you do. No, you don't. We just sat here and said it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. You talking about so we gotta wait to see it. What the fuck are you talking about?
No, I just say I want to see the gameplay first. I want that too. I want to see
it. Doesn't matter. It's still being held back.
I know it is. Of course it is. I know. I'm just saying. I want to see the gameplay too. That's it. I want to see. So
he just wants to see the new game.
Want to see the gameplay too?
He just wants to see the game. Period.
Because they didn't say nothing. They didn't show nothing. They didn't show no gameplay. Nothing.
What will be different about this conversation?
Nothing. It's still held back. I'm just
saying. What are you talking about?
It's a comment.
With what we talking about? Why are you bringing it up?
Yeah, Cole, get that nigga.
Because I want to. What do you mean?
I mean, he just wants to see the game. He just wants to see the new game. Period.
That's all.
No, you're talking. No, that don't matter though. We ain't even talking about that. We don't give a. You just sit here saying we don't care about what the fuck the gameplay look like. We still know it's being held back. He's talking. Just wait to see what the game looks like. We already. That don't matter.
Hey, 5 minutes ago he on Jeremy. That wasn't the question, sir. And now this nigga.
Sir.
Yeah, that wasn't the question, sir. That wasn't.
I mean, he's not saying that it's.
Oh, Jeremy, why you white knighting for this motherfucker? Let that motherfucker die.
He knows what's up.
I mean, Bad just wants to see the game. Period. Just because he's looking forward to the game.
That nigga just want to hear his voice.
He could have kept that thought.
Just like talking sometimes. You gotta stop talking, man.
But how widespread is this cross-gen thing going to be? Like Sony says they're going to keep supporting the PS4. Is this going to be like
we don't know now.
Third party? Are they going to be forcing them?
The thing is, Jim Ryan said, "Oh, we'll support it."
Third party is up to they can do what they want.
Yeah, but first party we don't know because right now Jim Ryan lied. Jim Ryan capped. Be like, oh, we're supposed to know. Now he capped, so now we don't know. The whole thing is up in the air until they make an announcement. Even then, if they make an announcement, their word is they lie, so we don't know now. It's all up in the air. You just gotta.
You know what I want to see from E3 as a prediction? Rocksteady's new game.
If I get 1,000 likes, Bat is out of here next week. 1,000 likes.
Damn. No,
1,000 likes.
He said no, please.
No. Man, you talk too much. 1,000 likes. This nigga's out of here next week.
Oh shit!
But look here, here's something.
We gonna see if they really hate Bat that much. 1,000 likes. This nigga is off.
No, they nigga, we're better. Better be in a while. Bring him back.
Brad about to make like 13 accounts.
Oh yeah, you know I can't stand him.
All right, Ed, I got a question, man. I want to bring it to the panel.
All right, go ahead.
In no particular order, don't even matter. But it's something Porter Rock said in his last video. about people in the PlayStation community don't want to admit that Jim Ryan lied. And he made the point that you cannot start treating Jim Ryan the way Xbox dudes treat Phil Spencer. What do y'all think about that statement?
I feel
about either. You can
me personally, I don't give a fuck about none of these execs. Fuck all of them. I don't know why people put these motherfuckers on the pedestal. That's like the bitch getting roasted by the nigga in her DMs. I ain't running to her defense. I don't know that lady. Like, I don't give a fuck about that lady and what she deal with. So I'm not running to her defense. Oh man, no, that ain't my business. Somebody else get paid to do that or could do that shit. But no, I don't give a fuck about none of these execs. I don't even know half of them exist. Niggas be knowing everybody from the fucking top of the dev all the way to the bottom of the dev on certain games and shit. I'm like, who the fuck is that? Oh, he handles the multiplayer. I don't know none of these people or give a fuck about them. All they got to do is make a good game to get my money. That's it. Other than that, I don't treat these motherfuckers special. They ain't special. They just got a job that they do. You know
what do you mean, like, treat the developers? Like, you're not even really impacting them. Just the peanut gallery on Twitter, like, they're like executives, you know what I mean? But anyways, what about Rocksteady's? You guys think we're gonna see that, or maybe the new
just skip over Jerry, I'm about to get you in back the fuck out of here.
We weren't talking about anything. I thought I'd bring it up.
No, he just asked the question and only one person answered it, and you tried to go to the next one.
Oh, sorry. What was the question? Bat derailed us.
I blame that.
He blamed it on Bat.
Yo, hey, Cole, these niggas better tighten up, Cole. For real. God,
how do y'all feel about the statement that PlayStation gamers cannot start treating Jim Ryan the way Xbox dudes treat Phil Spencer?
I agree. Hold that nigga accountable.
They both
care.
Look, man, like I'm on the same side with 8. Because I mean, fuck, I don't know half of these motherfuckers' names. I don't know Sean Layton, all these goofy ass niggas. I don't know they position. Like, just drop the games. I'm cool with that. Like, I mean, they all lies to me day one. I don't care. As soon as you come out the gate,
definitely are.
Like, that's how I am with my regular life. You know, say I see a white motherfucker, I'm automatically assume he racist.
The most expansive game. Talking about all that fluff.
That's how I look. That's the way I am. I don't care. That's the way I am. I automatically.
That's stupid, bro. You can't do that.
Shut your dumb ass up. I don't want to hear you. I ain't about to sit here and listen to your logical ass. Shut up. You ain't never lived the life I live. Shut up. You never lived the life I live, so you don't know what the fuck I've been through.
I don't care the life you live, sir. It don't matter.
Then you commented on the way I'm living. Shut the fuck up. I'm talking about my situation. Shut your ass up. I'm gonna live the way I live. That's the way I'm gonna be.
I'm being profiled and hurt. I'm gonna profile others. That's gonna help. That's the stupidest shit
I automatically assume that in my regular life. I just told you that. My work life is something different, but when I assume it in my real life, that's how I am. You ain't never been. I've been racially profiled. I'm motherfucker. You don't. I ain't gotta explain nothing. You should know this. You automatically. You are a minority. You should know this in the first place.
I'm not a victim though. I ain't gonna be some bullshit though.
That's because you don't leave the house, nigga. That's why.
We be giving them free candy bars and tacos.
I understand what you're saying, Jay. I'm not exactly like that. I'm more of the age. Like, if they're a certain age, I automatically think.
Thank you, Hardy.
They might be racist and shit. If they're a certain age. If they old, then I'll be like, yeah.
Motherfuckers be teaching their kids all the time.
I know what you mean, but I don't think everybody.
It was more handful of back in the day.
I mean, it's sad that motherfuckers got to think like that to begin with. You know,
that's what I'm saying.
It's a sad mindset.
Matt, you ain't saying shit. You just come down. Shut the fuck up, nigga.
You gonna live the rest of your life in fear, man? That's sad.
That's not living in fear.
Shot in the back in the shit.
That's not living in fear, motherfucker.
Not living in fear.
Hey, all right, hold on. Let me get these super chats, man. I mean, everybody just calm down, man. Why don't you just calm down? Shout out to Biz the Kid Gaming. The answer is Mifa the Zora.
Oh, the fish bitch.
He was supposed to marry her, but I'll let it slide though. He was a chick magnet in that game. LOL. Shout out to Biz the Kid. Shout out to Just Fits. He said, did the Pro and the 1X hurt the impact of next gen? I don't think so. It was COVID. The Pro and the 1X.
Pro and the X didn't really do shit.
Nah, I don't
Being
know.
real.
Shout out Tony Esquire. I joke on Cole for fun, but remember, he's hard 8 boy. In the Army, cats like one bat would consider a private. 8 and Cole are your superior officers.
That's fine, but superior officers are wrong sometimes.
Shout out to Torrance Ingram. He said, LOL. 8 said, shut up, bat. And that mofo kept talking. He hijacking the podcast. Hey, 1,000 likes. He's out of here.
Said, put a muzzle on that fool.
Idols become rivals. Idols become rivals.
Shout out to Teron Aries. He said, get those 1,000 likes, y'all. 100. And then we got shout out to Jay. He said 1,000 likes. Say less. All right.
Say less. It's 1,000 likes or $1,000 in super chat. Either one.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's good.
He'll be going forever for $1,000 in super chat.
That's right. Who got that money? Let's go. Show your big show. Come on.
This will be back last motherfucking day.
The fans love me. You know that.
No, I don't think so, man. No.
Who asked you? You're not a fan.
Hey man,
why you coming at anonymous? Yo?
A lot of people ain't fans.
Good input, man. That's on everything.
Anonymous was with you on that cross-gen shit, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is gonna be his last day too.
Hey man, that's cool. I mean, if that's how you feel, I mean, you know, I don't know how else to explain it though. If it's on, never mind. Keep going.
All right, what you got, Jeremy? Goddamn, you've been waiting patiently.
All right.
No,
I mean, people are gonna act based on sort of the attitude of the community around them. So it's kind of like herd mentality. You know, people go with the flow.
Yeah, no doubt.
These companies aren't really going to react to just people like.
What was your question, Jeremy? I'm lost.
I'm answering Code's question. Should people be able to treat? It's about people treating these executives.
Yeah, right.
So it's like a herd mentality.
True. Well, did you have a question for us?
You want to know about 4 remake or something? There.
Well,
yeah, like
one.
I was gonna ask about Rocksteady. What you guys think we're gonna? Because their Suicide Squad game is now supposed to be, maybe a year away. So when are we going to see that?
From the latest is that we only
delayed it.
We only gonna get back for blood. We only getting back for blood information from over there on Warner Brothers.
Hogwarts was delayed. Okay. Batman was delayed, and Suicide Squad was delayed. They're all delayed.
What it's looking like right now, there's no Suicide Squad and no
Batman Arkham Knight.
Arkham Knights or Knights.
Gotham
Knights. Yes. From how it's looking, we're not getting nothing from either game.
So, what do you think's going on at Rocksteady with its? I mean, it's going to end up being like 8 years then between games.
8
years? That's a good question.
Yeah, Arkham Knight, and then
Arkham Knight came out in 15.
I don't even.
Yeah,
is it Rocksteady?
Right. So if Suicide Squad is getting delayed until 2023? Because it was 2022.
You do know COVID happened last year, right?
It's probably gonna be a big game, man. Y'all see. I mean, look. The Rocksteady games ain't no slouch in AAA category. It be one of the best looking games. Deep, lot of shit going on. So,
well, no doubt. But do you think there was a little bit of development hell? I mean, that is a long time though, like 7 years or 8 years.
It's not Rocksteady either. It's WB Games.
Suicide Squad. For Suicide Squad.
Well, the original, if you Google, the original intent was to make a Superman game, and Warner Brothers said no. It's like, what? Why would you say no to them? They just did 3 amazing Arkham games, but they said no to them. That's what they're doing this game. Like, okay, so here's a Superman game, technically a Superman game with Suicide Squad. That's why. That's the whole shtick, pretty much.
I would rather.
Yeah, I mean, they probably. I think they might have had to restart something. Like, we didn't hear anything for like 5 years.
Who's eating their mic?
That's my man Jeremy. That's my man.
Somebody might definitely close his shit to their mouth.
Terrible.
Hey Cole, what up? Oh, I see Mark Cerny got the platinum for Returnal.
Mark Cerny play games?
Cerny be getting it in. He always get the platinum for all the hard.
You learn by his example, Code.
Mark Cerny shows his trophies, but Cole doesn't show his trophies though. Interesting.
He already did that, bro.
Hold on a minute.
You guys been playing Resident Evil 8? That's still the newest big game.
We played it. I beat it. We're done with that
already, dog. We done beat that already.
It's old news.
You guys aren't playing it again? I mean, it's a popular game.
I beat it twice already. So.
Oh, so who's gonna get the PS5 Slim or this new revision? Because this is gonna make a new PS5.
It's not gonna be a new revision, dog. It's only changing up a few things. It's gonna look exactly the same.
I'm just waiting for the Pro.
I'm just saying, who's gonna get it though?
I'll probably get it since I don't have.
Everybody gonna be getting it. Yeah, most people ain't gonna want to get it.
Keep your own one, because that shit
ain't
might
gonna
go
play
value.
no different. It ain't gonna look no different, dog.
No, but collectors, they gonna want the OG. So just keep
they always revise shit. Yeah, and then the OG one is supposed to be better from what some of the shit that's in it. But it ain't gonna be no different, dog.
I mean, look, if you haven't got a PS5 now, you're just not hustling, because if you don't get it now,
shut up, man.
It's gonna be difficult.
Hustling.
Get a PS5, you ain't hustling. It's 1,000 niggas sitting outside of stores in the dumpster like Oscar the Grouch waiting to get that shit. Like, come on, man.
I hustle. I got all three. I got a Nintendo Switch, Xbox Series X, and a PS5. What have you done?
Great for you, sir.
Why can't you get it?
And they got a twin size bed too.
I'm also not extorting motherfuckers selling bags of chips for $50.
Hey, look, you can't blame them for that, though. I mean, niggas dumb. They dumb enough to buy that shit. That's all they're doing.
Capitalism. You know what
I mean, that stuff. A lot of that stuff is limited edition. Like a lot of it, you don't really see.
What's a limited edition Twinkie? What does that mean?
What do you mean?
Not
Twinkie. That shit past expiration date as hell.
No, they're fresh.
No, don't hate on it. Don't knock it off,
scalp cookies.
I'm not lying. I'm just saying what it is. Nigga.
Listen.
I mean, people
why
have.
don't you start a business, then you start talking? Let me know. All right.
A lot of people do businesses where they'll buy stuff from Walmart and like resell it on Amazon or eBay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
They let that man
sell stuff in bulk or whatever.
Look,
if you dumb enough to buy this, that's on you.
No, listen. No, listen. If y'all can work for other people, I work for myself. Simple as that.
Nigga, you live in your mom's house, nigga. Shut up. I don't want to hear that shit. I don't want to hear that shit. Like, until you move out, you shut your.
Niggas love being self-employed, so
that's why you ain't able to buy one. You ain't paying no rent.
At least
you ain't got a rebuttal to that.
I paid them on myself. I mean, you didn't get a PS5 yet. You're not a real gamer.
I do have a PS5.
Huh?
I'm not a real.
You're not a real gamer. Yeah.
Wow.
Like, if you haven't got a PS5, you have
there
to
was a whole chip
like
shortage.
Like Hard8 says, you have to make a decision. You have to make a decision. Do you really want it? What are you willing to do?
Didn't we just spend like the first part of the show talking about like it's not really necessarily worth it because you got hella cross-gen games and all these lies and all that, but now I'm not a real gamer if I don't get one. All right.
Yep. I agree.
You're retarded, man.
I ain't had enough of this shit. He had enough of this shit.
What up to Hard8? Where'd he go?
That nigga, where my dad go?
It's his podcast. I want to make sure the leader's okay. He's a leader, not me.
Shut your
I thought it was 3 leaders.
Oh, this nigga sounds like some weird. Where my dad goes. Damn, that's crazy.
There he is. So what you doing, Hard8? You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
You good?
Why you trying to learn about that man's business?
I'm just making sure he's okay.
Hey, cool.
Hey, Hard8, you said
I'm good, man. I'm good.
The truth, boy. The truth.
Like power went out like last time. That's why.
Hey, Bat, what's Hard8's real name? Because the way you admire him, I know you. I
know. I'm just saying. I know his name.
Who was your first trophy you unlocked?
I don't want to dox him though. I know his name.
It was the first blade of grass he stepped on. Like,
fine. I'll say it. Sean Williams. His name is Sean Williams.
Damn,
you just said you wouldn't say it. You stupid motherfucker.
Y'all say it. I'm like, okay, fine, I'll say it.
Hey, but Hard8, you said you were going away. Where are you going on vacation?
You're fucking busy.
Why are you asking this man?
Oh my god!
I knew Jeremy was coming with the bullshit.
And can I come with you?
Are you gonna be taking?
Hey, Jeremy and fucking Matt on a road trip.
Can I go?
Can And you imagine if you go out to a road trip with them two niggas?
Hey, yo.
No, but are you taking a week off of AGS or?
You ain't getting no bitches.
What you say?
I said, are you taking a week off of AGS
We
Live?
don't take days off at AGS.
No days off. No days off, man.
Damn, not even Thanksgiving?
Just gonna be calling in on a roller
If
coaster.
Thanksgiving land on a Sunday, nigga, no days off.
Hey, fam, we got to eat.
I don't give a fuck about no holidays, dog.
Oh, come on, thanks, guys. That's family. Come on, nigga.
I don't give a fuck about a holiday.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
But like I said, I mean,
man-made bullshit.
I mean, yeah, but I mean, it's good and
Yo, if I did a series, right, a YouTube web series or whatever, and I did like a road trip driving from like Philly to California with fucking Bat and Jeremy and shit, would y'all watch it?
Yeah,
It would be the most viewed thing ever. Be like, these two people are crazy.
Record the whole entire trip. God damn!
I feel like Bat would be scared.
The first episode would be fun and funny, but it would end with you killing them niggas, and the rest of the trying to escape the police and shit across country.
Right behind bars again.
Niggas gonna be half Hard 8 on the live stream.
Behind bars, part 2. How did I end up killing Bat and Jeremy? I'll explain. You know, just the slowly going into madness and insanity, and how your accomplice helped.
Hey, Jeremy, you going on this road trip, Jeremy?
He already got this shit packed.
I don't know. I feel like if I met Hard 8 in real life, it would just be a whole nother level of like a reality check.
Oh,
like,
for sure.
I don't know. It's
Jeremy, what's your real name?
I don't know if I could. I don't know if I could.
Jeremy, where you work at?
Man, I work at
You have no job. You're homeless. Quiet.
You're homeless.
Nigga collect carts.
Canned goods and shit.
There is no shame in having an honest job. None at all.
Absolutely.
Yeah, look at Cole. He's a 6-year-old programmer, man. He just sitting around doing nothing. It's all good, man. It's all good.
Hey, Bat getting the shit off on you today, Cole.
If he invites me to a road trip, I would join. Maybe though.
Nigga, don't nobody
You be the first one to them. I'll drive.
I would join. Why not? It'd be fun.
How about like a meet and greet? How about like a meet and greet with Hard 8 where people line up for autographs?
Line up for autographs.
Knock it off.
You want to get a selfie taken with him.
If Hard 8 did a road trip,
that nigga Brad with y'all. That nigga Brad with Hey, Brad, German Bat.
That'd be a Discord picture.
That should be hilarious.
Miss Hard 8, and then me. 4 of us. You know?
Why would this
No,
no. That makes no sense.
No.
Why? Who would do
Optimus,
that?
Hard 8, and me. 3 leaders. Why not?
Hold on. Hey, who you think out of all the callers got your back? You can do a scuffle. Then you got back. You got back. You think back gonna hold you down?
I don't think so.
We should go back to and shit.
Back gonna run, man. I think Jeremy gonna hold it down.
Jeremy not gonna do nothing.
Jeremy gonna get his ass with
And they gonna use verbal judo.
He gonna throw a ketchup packet on your back of the.
He gonna use verbal judo. All right, guys. Listen.
Jeremy's gonna use his white privilege to make the situation go away.
Police.
Gonna be all over. Oh, wildin', man. Hey, y'all got any more gaming topics? What you got for us, Cole?
Yeah, man, y'all ready for the Assassin's Creed Japan? Y'all been waiting for that shit.
That's a cap. That's not happening. What are you talking about?
Nigga, it's rumor.
That's what rumor? Where? Nobody's saying that.
Where? Are they going to take? Is there going to be Assassin's
Creed Dynasty?
Is there going to be an Assassin's Creed this year?
I don't know. We about to find out, ain't we?
I know Ubisoft said they was moving away from so many AAAs. Then they tried to backtrack on it. But
you know how much money they make off Assassin's Creed? Them shit's coming out.
That's unfortunate. Because Assassin's Creed nowadays is a complete ass, but.
No, it's Assassin's Creed is good.
No,
Origins,
Origins, Odyssey, Valhalla is the only good one out of that
Origins,
trilogy. Origins is atrocious.
Garbage.
Valhalla, out of Odyssey, Origins, and Valhalla.
Odyssey was good, and Origins was good. I like it.
Yeah,
okay.
Origins and Odyssey are great.
No, they're not great. You got using the wrong term.
Origins is excellent. Odyssey is good, but Odyssey wasn't as good.
Honestly, the worst game in the series. Ordinance was a letdown. Valhalla was a decent surprise.
Where the fight happening at? It's pay-per-view?
What time is it?
No, is it pay-per-view though?
Yeah, you got. I think it's like $50. But if you,
absolutely not. I'm gonna have to go on Twitch or something. Somebody.
Hey, yo, if that nigga Floyd get dry,
is it on
Showtime? That shit fixed.
It's on Showtime. Yeah, it's on Showtime.
I will break the internet for a consecutive.
All right, we about to get up out of here. Let me get these super chats out the way.
It's the longest podcast.
Shout out to Hard 8 is my side partner. He said, shout out to WWP. All right.
That shit is about to start.
What? Why would you shout them out? Ban that man. That man should be banned. You are no longer allowed this podcast.
Shout out to Jay. He said, roasting bat is an AGS caller rite of passage. LOL. Damn. Shout out to Teron Aries. He said, Papa, where are you? Said the only one guzzler. Damn. Shout out to Supreme Echelon. He said, bro, I watch just to see you murder those two. LOL. Damn. Shout out to Bat has a fatty, no lies. Pause.
Whoa.
Shout out to Torrance Ingram. He said, Bat only grind was to buy video games talking about people ain't got no hustle, mofo. You ain't got no responsibilities.
What? Man.
And then we got I Like BB. He said, Bat is Broken Games HD undercover.
What? Right. Wait, what? Why would I be that fool? That emotional fool? What? That man throws people's life over video games. Do I throw people's life over video games?
You be talking hella spicy over the internet, yo.
All right. Shout out to Andre Garcia. Man, I feel like Bat would get 8 into trouble. All right.
Maybe I would.
Shout out to Torrance Ingram. He said, did Bat just criticize youth for working for the man? Build your business, but don't come for the men with responsibilities and handling their business. And also from Torrance Ingram, he said, yo, your business ain't popping anyway. You can't support yourself with that.
That's okay. How do you know?
If you was really a hustler, why you still living with your mama and shit, man?
Because I want to. It's a
and you
choice.
Guys are all caught up hustling.
You don't have no desire to get a better
hustler.
Hey, how old is you, Bat?
22. I told you.
You never moved out on your own?
No, not yet. No.
Oh, no wonder you ain't got no pussy. You can't have no girls in your room.
You gotta be in bed tucked in at 8:30.
Shout out to Sane Tell Death. He said, have you heard? It ain't no right back. You're done because we about to be out. Shout out to Sane Tell Death. He said, have you heard of blockchain games? It is life-changing. It is the future of gaming. Third world countries are already making a living off of it. I never heard of it. Never.
What is that?
I have no idea.
Blockchain, that is probably something to do with cryptocurrency, I guess.
Hit the like button, folks. Hit the like button. Hey, we about to get out of here. So appreciate everybody for calling in.
Leave a comment if you want to do a Hard 8 and me like Chopper guy.
No, fall back, Bat. Leave.
All right, I'll holler at y'all.
All right, I'll holler at y'all.
All right.
Oh shit! I didn't even know Kapachi was back there. Damn, dog. How long you been back there? Hey, Kapachi, how long you been back there? He ain't even dead. All right.
He might have left. Yeah.
I ain't even hear it come in. It usually make a noise when it come in and shit. So
right.
Damn, that's crazy. All right. Well, we out of here. Great episode. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're gonna let the people decide, eh? So we gotta the like button is gonna tell us if the episode was great or not.
Right. Next Sunday is gonna be a big day. We got the Bethesda and Microsoft conference next Sunday, June 13th. So it's gonna be a big day. I will be doing the live stream of the conference, and then I think by the time the conference ends, AGS Live will probably be in about like an hour and a half or something. Something like that. Yeah. Or an hour, something like that. But yeah. So make sure y'all definitely tune in next week, man. Good or bad, it's gonna be hilarious.
Man, it's going down.
It is going down. Then my B-Day is Monday.
What?
June 14th.
That's what's up, nigga. Happy birthday.
Flag Day, nigga. Respect that. Put some respect on Flag Day, man. Put some Respect on Flag Day.
Everybody worshiping the man-made holiday.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, man, it's going down, man. I do accept all gifts. Just letting y'all know. I mean, just letting y'all know. But anyway, good episode. What you think, Cole?
Yeah, man. I understand what y'all niggas mean by capping. It's still wrong, but at least I understand what y'all niggas talking about these days. Don't tell me Zelda ain't my favorite franchise. The nerve of you children.
Oh, man. They was getting on you today, Cole.
And that shit was hilarious. I was low-key salty. I didn't know the answers to some of that shit, too. I was like, man, what the fuck is going on?
Crazy.
Yeah, we all good, though, man. Another episode. We appreciate everybody that called in, all the super chats, man. We appreciate the love, all the support, all that good shit. You know we're going to be here for y'all without fail. We might be a little late, but we will be here.
No, bad. I don't want no cakes for my birthday, man. I appreciate it, though. Shout out. Now, I'm not turning 50, motherfucker. Shout out to Life and Time Podcast. I'm turning 40, and I think my behavior needs to change, man. I'm turning fucking 40. That's crazy. Crazy, dog. It's crazy. It really is.
Turning 40?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, that ain't nothing.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But anyway, yeah, man. I ain't looking forward to it, but it's coming. So ain't nothing I can do about
regardless, one way or another.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, you know, I'm changing my whole image. You know what I mean? I'm coming on here as a 40-year-old. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of shit got to change.
Yeah, you're going to feel exactly the same.
Damn, dog. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate all the support. Y'all show love. I appreciate it. They even came through Press Start. They was in the comment sections, man. Oh, yeah, that's another thing, Code, if you don't mind, man. Start checking out the comment section from time to time. People be talking to you, but you don't be nowhere around. I'm not saying you got to respond to every comment.
I got it. Yeah, I will definitely be.
But sometimes people be having questions for you and shit like that.
All that good shit. I will have a bigger presence in the chat. Absolutely.
Right. So,
and shit.
Yeah, appreciate everybody for coming through. All the support, the super chats, the like button, the comments, all the callers. We fuck with y'all. You know what I mean?
Hey, and check out that Press Start episode. That shit was hilarious. Like, no cap. Yeah.
No doubt. Y'all already know what it is when the truth is there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
I mean, it just is what it is. It's not a mystery right now. Everybody know I'm up your stock when I come through. That thing gonna be lit. It is what it is, man. I mean, ask Kid Smooth. He paid for my services before. You know what I mean? His stock was way up when I was on there. You know what I mean? He did a 6-episode deal, and all 6 episodes was lit. Facts. So, and he wanted to, employ my services again because he was satisfied with the,
Shoot, that's when Frog was gonna whoop your ass that time. I remember that.
I remember that.
Man, I remember that. Boy, he was like, I'm thinking your shit. Oh, and another thing real quick, because this came up a couple of times now. Like, let me be clear. So, like, am I gonna leave this line? Like, man, none of this stuff is taken seriously. If I felt actual disrespect, then we would handle it. I do not feel any disrespect on this show. It's just jokes and fun. My feelings is not hurt. Wasn't interrogated or whatever the super chat said. Like, I appreciate you, spending the money in the super chat to express that opinion. But no, it ain't nothing like that, man. And if it was shit, like Ada be the first one to know. It wouldn't be no behind his back bullshit. But I'm just cut from a different cloth. After the show is over, I don't even think about this shit. We move on to whatever the family is doing. Yeah. So there is no concern on my end. I don't feel none of that shit, so I don't need no help on none of that. We good.
Right. Yeah, we just here having fun, man. If you can't handle this little bullshit, then the motherfucker can't handle this, then goddamn. I don't know what to tell you.
If this was the worst that I've had to deal with in my life, shit, man, please. This is nothing at all. Shit, it was worse than this riding the bus to school when I was a kid. Shit, it was a nigga on the bus hub. Niggas would rather walk to school than get on the bus.
For real, that's how it be. So
yeah, we good.
Everything on point. God damn. Yeah. I mean, people just like that because of the past people that was around this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? They,
Yeah, I feel it. Yeah. I mean, I know you ain't feeling it, but man, I really enjoyed having Ravish on the show. I wish y'all could patch that shit up, but you say it ain't happening. It ain't happening.
No, we're just gonna let ghosts be ghosts, man. Just let them go ahead and play in the haunted house, man. That's about it, man. Let niggas go ahead and play in the haunted house or the cemetery or something, man. But yeah, we here. It's just us. You know what I'm saying? It's just us and the people
and the callers. Yeah.
So. Shout out to President PlayStation. He said Cole said that like I already hit 40 20 years ago.
Shit, I did. I ain't really told y'all my actual age, but shit, I got a birthday coming up and I will be 57.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, man. Getting up there.
Yeah, your little 40 sitting like this nigga still a baby. It ain't gonna seem like it to you. But one thing y'all niggas need to pay attention to. Because one of these days, y'all niggas gonna be 57, and I'm showing y'all niggas how to do it. So when you start getting older and you get to confused and all that shit, well, okay, man, Code gave me the blueprint. Platinum these games, stand your ground, speak your truth. That's it. That's how you do
it. And one more before we go. Bat Gamer Show. That's Bat. He talking about so we should do a road trip. Hard8. It'll be lit. Nah, y'all niggas don't even get no bitches, man. I ain't trying to road trip with y'all. Fuck
it. It would be. You know,
it would be funny though.
You and your guys, you get up and go to the party, and then you doing your thing, and then these niggas, you think y'all about to go to the IHOP or whatever with all the bitches, and these niggas still over there standing by themselves, like, man, what is these niggas doing, man?
This nigga said he thought you were 70.
Yeah, one of these days, I sure hope I make it, and I'm gonna be doing the exact same thing.
And that is the thing too. You be lucky, like you said. You know, y'all gonna be 57 one day if you make it. If you lucky to get there.
Yeah, facts.
It's not guaranteed, man.
Not guaranteed. True that, Eight. Especially the shit that people like us done live through. Man, these niggas
crazy.
Yeah. Anyway, great episode. I think the people gonna let us know.
Yep. And we out of here. We see y'all Sunday. Big day Sunday, man. June 13th. It is going down. We are not accepting nothing lukewarm. We ain't tampering expectations. None of that. That shit better be mine. They better drop bombs.
Facts.
They gotta drop bombs.
Surprises. Yes, sir.
For real.
Yes,
release dates and all that. We need bombs dropped.
I want to come away wild, not just okay, not good. I want fucking great. God damn it.
For real. It's going down Sunday. So make sure y'all here. Y'all don't want to be nowhere. Y'all want to be on my channel the whole day.
Facts.
I mean, I'm doing the live response, then the podcast. It's going down. Yeah. So can't wait to see what Cole got to say.
I can't wait to see what Code got to say. Come on. Shit, my little Xbox sitting here. It ain't really collecting dust, but you know it ain't getting no run like it's supposed to be.
No doubt.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, y'all. We out. Peace.
Peace.
All right.